Hi, everyone. Welcome to Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, Episode 8. I'm here with Braylif and Coffee Lich. How are you two doing today?
I'm doing great.
Sleepy.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of sleepy too. But I'm excited to finally resume this. Fridays have been a little tricky, but hopefully we're back in the swing of things. Hopefully next Friday we'll also be able to start Episode 9, unless you both die, in which case, maybe not on the Episode 9, but we'll see what happens. While we're here, would anyone like to recap what happened last time?
Let's see. We learned about some ghouls and ghasts that were terrorizing the area with or rather, we learned that some red wind was afflicting people nearby, and I think the source of it is in this cave that ghouls and ghasts have been seen around. So we went in. We jumped into a mine shaft. I can't remember if we have a way out or not. I can't remember if we actually figured out a way to lower a rope. Then we got into a fight with some ochre jellies, which were so dangerous they tried to kill me in real life and afflicted me with a number of status effects that caused me to have to leave the stream. So now it's time to get our revenge on them.
Revenge time! Alright, I'll go ahead and take us over on the correct map. I'll remove this overlay in just a moment. I was playing the wrong track. I see now. I wanted this track. I was like, why did that stop looping?
For that entire recap, we were playing the pre-roll ads.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, right. This is the first Radiant Citadel stream with those on.
Affiliate!
Yahoo! Oh, yes. I just need to stream consistently multiple times to hopefully within the span of 2 or 3 months get follower emotes, so you too, dear followers, can have up to 5 free emotes to use in this channel however you would like. You don't even need to be subscribed. You can just hang out and chill like Reese is. Welcome in, Reese. Hope you're enjoying those. What are the gelatinous cube emotes? Very comfy, very cozy. We'll figure those out. Yeah, we're here to resume the revenge. And thankfully, I did not clear the initiative counter because it shows here for me that you all have... Well, I have to... Why is it not showing up for the camera? Do you all see the initiative counters?
Nope.
Okay, what about now?
I can.
All right. We are going to jump right in with the middle of combat. Suchi was at the top of initiative, so let me just play the combat music and we'll get underway. Suchi, welcome back. You've got some oozes here that you were taking care of. The one on the right has been slowed by, I believe you used some sort of ray of frost or something?
Yep. And I think for convenience sake, I'll probably just do that again to get in the swing of things. So I will use Ray of Frost on this ooze once again.
Oh my gosh.
Starting off strong.
Nice. Let's get this right away. Oh my gosh.
23 cold damage to this.
Let me see how much health it even has left.
It has 24 health left.
Oh, and that is unfortunate. It still has... All right, you deal a mighty blow with this Ray of Frost, if you'd like to describe it, but it is below a quarter.
Gotcha. Well... Suchi waves his wand around the air in front of him. In front of it forms a large snowflake. And he holds up his hand behind it and calmly says, Ray of Frost. And then he just flicks the snowflake and it just flies at the ochre jelly at like Mach 10.
Nice. Might use that or something like that in the future for some of my spells.
And as my bonus action, I will ask, I'll ask Squeak to attack that same Oko Jelly. Is there going to be a penalty to its AC for, or bonus to its AC for having to go through Suchi and Mola?
So the way I roll it is I will not impose soft cover for Greek because allies are there. So it's like simple enough to be like to imagine, oh, they can just like duck or kind of like dodge out of the way, as opposed to like enemies who aren't gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll let you take a better shot. So no soft cover.
Me. There's a 16 hit.
A 16. Let me just double check. Oh,
I'm gonna guess these guys have like 9 AC.
a 16 will absolutely hit. Yes.
That's another 8 force damage.
All right, that is actually enough to finish this one off.
Kill Stealer. Squeak just snickers.
All right, anything else from the dynamic duo?
Oh, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right, next up is the jelly directly south of Marlowe.
Bring it on!
Sorry, give me just a sec. I forgot to pull up its stat block. Oh, I see. All right. Oh yeah, it was like trying to crawl up this wall a little bit. So it will kind of like drop down from the wall, and at the same time will drop one of its limbs onto Marlowe. Let's find out how it goes. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge.
Huh?
So I'll only take
Is it 8?
8 damage.
All right, I will go ahead and put the skull and crossbow indicators on you to indicate that you are literally at 1 health. Wow. Wow. Good thing you had that.
Good to be back.
All right, next up we have Marlowe. Time for your revenge, yes?
Time for revenge. I'm gonna plant my feet to
In the
my
jelly.
bonus action aimed shot or whatever it's called, and
Oh my gosh. Oh, right, because, is it because... Oh, it's because you had... Hold on, let me get this right. The aim shot, is that a ranged attack? Or is it a...
no,
okay,
I
it's a-
will find it, and I should really add it to my.
So
rogue
it's just
features.
basically it's a normal attack you're dealing at advantage, and so you get
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You use your bonus action to grant your next weapon attack on this turn advantage, but you can't use it after moving, and you can't move after using it. So basically, you can't move on the same turn that you use.
Okay. Well, that is enough to bring it down. If you'd like to describe how you're depleting its remaining 10 health with your damage of 20.
All right. Marlowe is on the brink of death here, so he just kind of he goes to stab this thing, but he just straight up like passes out and falls over. But his sword like perfectly pierces the jelly and severs it and causes it to split around him as he falls to the ground.
Nice. I dig it.
And then he gets back up. He's like, huh? Oh, I did it!
Molo, are you okay? You do not look good.
I'm fine. I'm not fine.
Do you think we should try to find a place to rest?
Yeah, how about right here among all these skeletons? Could just take a breather back in that mine shaft, maybe.
Maybe. Well, I don't really need to rest. So if you want, you could take a break, maybe in that elevator shaft, and Squeak and I could just stand watch. We don't really need a break right now.
I'm down with that.
All right. As you head over towards that elevator shaft, let's just give a brief description of the room that you're leaving. And once again, just the stench here was horrendous. Hundreds of humanoid and animal bones filled the chamber in charnel heaps. But yeah, you can, with you two keeping watch, I don't think, yeah, Marlo can go ahead and rest up.
Yay.
I'll go ahead and remove the skull and crossbones indicator from you.
Alright, well, that's all of my remaining hit dice, but it'll have to do for now. And during the short rest, Marlo will pull out his little mimic, Mr. Rick, and just kind of play with it and pet it. It'll transform into like a ring shape, and he'll like spin it on his finger.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, and I guess since I'm taking a rest, I'll roll on the table. 4, I think that's bludgeoning.
All right, so if your suspicions are correct, Marlo
Piercing.
will.
Oh, that's what it already was.
Well, Marlo retains.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, yes.
It was fire, never mind.
Oh, it's
Piercing is my
fire for
rapier,
4?
of course. It was.
Oh, it was.
But now it's piercing.
All right, so you have resistance to piercing, and your unarmed strikes deal piercing damage, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Actually, as your rest was going on, would at least Suchi, could I ask you to give me a perception check? Squeak can also give me one if wanted.
Okay.
A 15. Okay.
Exactly equal to my passive perception. Yay. Slightly worse.
So I will say that with that 15, you're able to hear faint growling coming from. It kind of sounds like it's coming from the hallway. You see the hallway pointing north in that direction.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like echoes through. Hear the faint growling.
I see. Well, that's not good. Does it seem like something I wonder if it's something I should investigate now, or can I wait until Molo is good to go?
You should probably wait. It feels like you can wait until Marlo is good to go. It's not something that will immediately attack you. It will immediately present itself as a threat. As a thing that is happening. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Thank you. Yeah. Have a great year, y'all. Practice. But yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will take note of that for the future.
Marlo will get up after being rested and be like, that's better. Fit as a fiddle. A relatively dented fiddle, but fit.
I am not familiar with that phrase. Is that something is that normal? Is that a normal thing for people to say, Squeak?
I'm as healthy as a door now.
Is Squeak the neurotypical one in the group, and we have to ask, how I have to, as a neurodivergent myself, sometimes I have to ask neurotypical friends, hey, is this normal? Is this an appropriate reaction, an appropriate response to the situation at hand? Is this something people say?
The answer is always no.
So you have two paths before you. The path this way, which kind of slopes up a little, or the path on the other side of all the gross stuff, which I'm just going to tell you right now slopes down a little.
I heard some faint growling from this northern path. Might bear investigation.
Sure. How about you lead the way for now?
Yeah, okay.
Right. Can you both give me... Sorry, can all three of you give me stealth checks as I reveal the portion of the map you're traveling to next? It's a little bit above you, so you can feel free to move your tokens in that direction. But I can do so as well as I zoom out for the audience. Oh my gosh.
Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, squeaky.
Oh, is that for Squeak? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, that second one was for Squeak.
Yeah, all good, all good. Marked it accordingly. Give me just a sec, I want to check something. This might be showing my hand, but I will go ahead and... What is this? A check? Active perception check. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not to everyone.
You say you wanted a perception check?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm having the NPC do a perception check, but I'm trying to make sure that it is public knowledge.
Gotcha.
Whisper toggle. There we go. We're good to go. Yeah, actually, with all your nat 20s and also on Wednesday when you had like 3 nat 20s during that one initiative roll. Killing it. All right. With this 6, you all are able to move to this next portion completely undetected. Let me go ahead and move you now.
I sure hope there are no cult fanatics in here.
Yeah. Sure would be awkward, wouldn't it? Where did Marlo go?
I didn't move him.
I moved him.
Oh my. I lost Marlo. I'm going to put a new you on here. If we find the old one, let me know and I will instantly vaporize him. All right. Let me read off this new description. There we go. That's a good amount to be revealed, yeah. You all see a woman with frazzled hair. Her back is facing you. You see a table. It does not have a body on it, like most tables that I know of.
It does not have a body on it is an incredibly consoling, but somewhat like weird. It's a description that is just incredibly disturbing for how reassuring it attempts to be.
I don't want to generalize, but she looks like a cult fanatic. I throw a knife at her.
Oh my god. Hey, what if on the other tables that you can't see, cult fanatics are strapped to those tables, you know? Maybe she's the good guy here.
I assume she's not a cult fanatic, but who knows? Maybe she is. Depends on what she does next.
This would be an excellent room to cast Fireball in, not to, convince the party to do anything one way or the other. But do you all have Fireball?
What? I have Fireball.
Nice.
I'm not actually casting Fireball, but I have used Fireball many times.
I'm
on
sorry.
this territory.
It's really been a long time since our last Radiant Citadel session, so I've actually forgotten. I apologize.
True, but yes, I do have Fireball. It has very, very rapidly become one of my favorite spells. Weird, I know it's falling in love with the overpowered and fun spell. Who could have seen this coming? But I do have the spell. I'm not actually using the spell right now.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yes, the growling sounds like it's coming from this room, and I'll just tell you right now, it does not sound like it's coming from that girl in the middle. As awesome as that would be. Yeah. Anyway. You all can progress farther if you'd like. You have not been noticed yet, but I'll just tell you right now, you'll probably be noticed soon.
Well, none of us seem to be especially stealthy.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, are you fairly stealthy? You go forward. See what happens.
Oh, with my 11 in stealth, I'm decent at it, I guess.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, I'm looking over that. Let me show chat real quick. Marlo's stealth roll here was a 12, adding up to a total of 23. All right, you know what? Fine, I'll take one more stealth check from you then at this time.
Well,
Is it the 14? I assume, because it's rolling at advantage right now.
oh yeah. Correct. Let me switch back to normal.
Okay. You are not noticed. Now let me read off what you see in this room.
Fantastic.
The floor of this chamber is slick with blood. 2 of the 3 tables have growling corpses strapped to them.
Oh, that's it. And what's this woman doing again?
Oh, she has her back to you. It's not. You can give me an active perception check if you'd like.
I'm good at those too.
It looks like she has conveniently placed her back to that entrance exit because to allow the players additional agency in this room, and also because whoever would come from that direction, actually the correct direction to come in through this particular room is the door over there. So she's just like do I'm looking this way, haha. That's all.
Well, I could probably sneak past her, but I doubt the other 2 would. So we're probably gonna have to interact with her in some way.
You know, if you backstab her right now. Anyway, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't. Anyway, yeah, back to y'all.
Yeah, Marlo will beckon for them to follow him. He will attempt to be quiet, but it's probably going to result in...
Okay.
All right, I would like...
Attempt.
Yes. Going to give me stealth checks for the dynamic duo. Nice. Okay. Huh. All right, so with Squeak, maybe the body closest to you all is gonna like growl a little bit more fiercely, but is firmly fastened to that table, and that lady over there still has not noticed. You sense she has something in her hands that she's kind of like admiring.
The key to this locked door.
I will try and open the door.
Interesting. All right. Very interesting. Oh. Huh. Can you give me a stealth check to open the door quietly?
I got 1,000,000 of them.
That's pretty good. You are able to open the door silently.
And Mola closes the door behind himself, and then we have to also open the door quietly.
I assume Squeak closes the door, or not.
Yes, actually.
Well, I mean, I certainly can. It'll probably require a stealth check.
Oh, yeah,
It
probably.
will. It's up to you all. That's pretty good. All right.
15.
You successfully close the door, which is highly amusing to me for reasons that we'll find out in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So mark your calendars for a stream time of 33 minutes and 30 seconds.
Strangely specific. Also, we don't see the time on the streams.
Right. Actually, I think this timer can show up. Timer can show up sometimes. I don't know how to trigger it. But that's okay. Y'all can proceed as normal.
So Marlo will turn back and say, so what was that?
It looked to be a lady walking on reanimated corpses of some kind. We've been dealing with a lot of undead lately. Maybe they're ghouls?
Yeah, they looked like one of them. Either ghouls or ghast. Should we have done something about that?
Probably. I was gonna take your lead.
Oh, it's actually
Yeah.
at this point, right after Squeak closes the door or during the span of your conversation, you hear a thunderous blast from above. Like a big explosion, and then a lot of what sounds to be rubble.
Did we just get caved in?
I don't know, did we?
What a good question. I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
I mean, my question was in character.
Yeah, I assumed yours was, but then it sounded like Britlin posed his to me, so I was like,
I think it's the hallway we're in caved in.
Oh, you all are fine in here.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you for clarifying. Sorry.
Well, I guess we can deal with that on the way back.
Can
If
burn
this
that
is
bridge.
if we even come back.
I really hope that they didn't just lock us in here. Well, nowhere to go but forward.
It's an interesting map layout.
Mm-hmm. So, as you make your way up here, I will go ahead and move your tokens up a floor. Feel free to scroll up to the top of the map as I take our audience that direction. You come across a wooden door.
Does it appear to be locked?
It is not locked.
Well, then I'll open it.
It actually gives you a large amount of resistance. I'm going to need an athletics check or 3 from you, actually.
Nah. No, I'm not particularly strong. Does one of you want to help me? I mean, I'm probably stronger than you do, but not by much.
Actively asking for help, followed by a little bit of negging in there. It's like, hey, would any of y'all weaklings like to help me?
That wasn't in character, but Marlo
I'm just
will ask
joking.
for assistance.
We will all attempt to help, giving you advantage.
All right. Super advantage, which in 5th edition means advantage. So, all right. A 16 is pretty good. You kind of like shove the door in, all of 3 of you together, team effort. You feel and hear some of the rocks on the other side kind of giving out. You look like you're making good progress. I believe perhaps another roll or two like that, and you'll be successfully through with the door. Okay, with that roll, that is enough to completely push the door open and push all the rocks out of the way, revealing the room that you were in before with the elevator shaft and the one that you all basically jumped down into of your own will and volition.
Could have sworn I looked for some other way to get in.
Yeah, you did. You just...
Did I just roll bad?
Yeah, I think you rolled bad.
That's great. Ah.
And then also at the entrance, which is not depicted right now, you see that there's a big pile of rubble blocking your exit.
Ah.
Oh, lovely.
So we found a way out, but also no, we didn't.
I'll go ahead and indicate that with a big, nice brown circle. Oop.
Those bastards sealed us in.
It's a shame. Of all the farm equipment we have, none of them are mining equipment, so no pickaxe.
Terrific.
Are there any mining tools in this room?
Let me double check. I don't think there were, but there is nothing in this room.
Gotcha.
If you want, there is an available roll. It's just a DC 12 nature roll against the rock slide, but it's probably going to give you information that you can probably deduce on your own. All right.
Well, wouldn't you know it?
With that successful 12, you are able to determine that the collapse was deliberate.
Oh.
I had a feeling.
So what, they're working with them?
What, who the other NPCs?
Or maybe they just don't care. But if they were planning on collapsing it, why would they let us go in?
Get rid of people that are looking to fix it.
So they are in on it. All right. Well, I say we go have some stern words with that woman down there then. And again, maybe...
We don't technically know what she's up to either.
We don't? I'm confused. I guess let's... Well...
We don't really have any choice but to go back down.
Alright, I'll turn around.
Alright, I will go ahead and grab your tokens, move you down again. And I'll move the camera for the audience accordingly. Now, what are your passive perceptions again?
15.
18.
And for Squeak, it's 10.
And now, what are your passive investigations?
18.
12.
Oh my gosh, 18. Okay.
Nope, my bad. Sorry. 19.
19? I thought you were gonna lower the number.
Nope.
All right.
No, I have a feat that gives me +5 to my passive perception and my passive investigation, and my intelligence modifier is 4. So investigation being an int skill, it's 4 + 5 + 10, so 19 for my passive investigation.
What was the feat again called?
Absolvent.
Yes. Okay. So in a campaign that I DM for Reese, one of our players also picked up observance, but thankfully for me as the DM, their character was busy getting ready for their date, while the other 3 characters were going to the important location that needed exploring and checking out. And it's going to be similar to what's about to happen here, but because that player, their character wasn't present when they went to check out that place, I got to have the fun that the book dictated, triggering a chain of events that was traumatic for many people.
Yay!
Yahoo!
The most fun part of D&D.
It's in the name somewhere. Nope, I tried.
Dungeons and Trauma.
Very accurate. So the reason why this is relevant is as you round this corner, Suchi, you realize something. There was actually a glyph on the door, a glyph of warding. The door that you're about to make your way towards.
This one over here?
Yes, that one over there. You can kind of like see it as you come from like this direction now. With your passive investigation, the DC was 15.
Huh, did we not trigger last time? Or was it never there to begin with?
It's something I'll tell you about after everything is dealt and done with.
The DM forgot.
No, I did not forget.
He fell for the trap. Trippy stuff.
Alright, so it's at the door itself. So if we touch it, it'll explode or do some other crazy shit.
It'll do something. And we can't know for sure what, but it will do something if we interact at the door.
Can I set it off by throwing something at it?
You may... what is the thing, DMs? You can certainly try. I had to choose the words carefully. I was about to say you may attempt it, but I was like, wait, I know how to provide more information to Brilef. You can certainly try.
Alright, well, I'll get a little closer then, and, by little, I mean significantly closer, and actually, I'll try shooting it with my hand crossbow.
Okay. Just so you know, if you do shoot it, it will probably make a sound. Are you trying to shoot it, like, break it down?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not very magically inclined, but does, Suchi know of any other way to disable it?
I believe what you're asking would be, do I have Dispel magic, which I do not have.
Alright, well, explosion it is.
I have a really, really fun way of dealing with it, though.
That is
yeah?
in Fireball?
Knock.
I mean, that'll work.
Open the door and give that lady on the other side a fucking heart attack. And also possibly deafen her.
Technically, doesn't knock just unlock the door, not open it?
I think so, actually.
Hmm.
I'm not 100% sure. But it does make a noise audible for 300 feet.
Yeah, it doesn't actually open it.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna, like, unlock it and, like, whack it open. You know, terrifying that lady, as we've been planning.
Yep.
Well,
But otherwise, no, I don't have any ability to dispel magic.
I'll probably just shoot it then.
Alright, roll to hit and roll your damage afterwards.
Good a plan as any.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my god. The door is obliterated.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say that you obliterate the door and you also strike this poor lady. Unless you don't want. Hold on.
Yes.
Can you describe how you like level it and like the door gets shattered to pieces and everything?
All right. Well, first of all, does the glyph explode? Is that what happens?
The glyph does not explode.
Okay. Well then,
It would have been cool.
Marlo shoots the crossbow bolt, and it just happens to hit like a knot in the door because it's a wooden door, right?
Yes, it's a wooden door. Sorry.
So yeah, it hits a knot in the door and just goes right through and just directly hits that lady.
Yeah. It actually will kill her instantly. She collapses to the ground.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh god, Smolo, we didn't even know what she was doing here.
And I guess we're gonna have to figure it out on our own now, aren't we? Oh wow.
You hear the growling of the creatures as they like beat and thrash against their restraints.
Dawn, it would have been hilarious if like the lady just gets shot, drops dead, and both the creatures just like go completely silent, like, holy shit, what just happened?
They're like, if we don't move, maybe this.
Jesus, did you see what happened to Bethany?
Can't believe Bethany's fucking dead now. I'm so sorry to I know technically from a player's point of view it is terrifying that the nat 20 you had aimed at the door struck an innocent woman, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, you'll see. Also, now that we're past the 6 minute and 30-second mark, now that you've obliterated the wow, this is literally not how I expected this to go at all. At all.
Me neither.
At all. Well, you all are free to move about the
I don't
cabin.
think it's how Bethany expected it to go either.
That is true. And I'm pretty sure that's not what the creators and writers of this book expected. So, yeah, y'all are good to go.
Is the glyph still there?
I'm going to say at least Sushi can tell that the glyph kind of... It has been... Because the door is obliterated. I feel like the glyph doesn't apply anyway. It's either like disabled or... I'm not sure exactly from a rules standpoint what happened to the glyph. But it was on the door. You destroyed the door. There's no way to... I'm going to tell you right now, at least Sushi would know there's no way to trigger this glyph anymore. You all are safe.
Yeah, I think that if the glyph is on a thing and that thing gets destroyed, I think generally speaking, the glyph doesn't walk anymore.
Okay. It's at this point I can tell Suchi, as you are the most, I believe, unless it's Squeak, that is the most arcane inclined among you all. That
Given that Squeak is a magical construct of Suchi's creation, I'm going to assume that
Suchi.
Suchi is probably the more arcane inclined.
Mm-hmm. So that was a glyph of warding holding a pass wall spell that was in. That basically, if someone opens the door while standing on like the floor that where you two are standing right now, the glyph will trigger, cast a spell on the floor around it, opening a pit. But because you opened the door from the other direction, no one was standing on it. When you walk through, you were standing on it, but no one was in the process of opening the door. It was already open. And then you close the door behind you. The way I'm reading this passage, it wouldn't have triggered. Now that you're coming from the other direction, if you had opened the door, it would have triggered. You would have fallen through the floor. But because your passive investigation is so high and characters can spot the glyph with a successful DC 15 intelligence investigation check, yeah, you all did it. You saved the city. You solved the puzzle. Good work.
Yeah, fuck Bethany. All my homies hate Bethany. Well, no time like the present. Might as well investigate the room.
Yeah, might as well loot the body, right?
I loot the body. Bethany have anything cool on her?
Yes, actually. There is an accessory on her. Do you accessorize? Let me pull up a picture for myself. Oh, this is pretty. It's like a gold necklace with a heart on the end. Wow.
Nice. That sounds simultaneous. That sounds very pretty, which in D&D generally means that thing's cost as shit. I will absolutely take it.
Nice. Man, I want to show you this picture right now. All right, I'm going to show you this picture right now, if you're okay, because the problem is it has the description in... Well, actually, yeah, it has the description at the bottom of this handout. If you all are okay with that.
Sure.
Okay. Well, a protest from Suchi before I show this handout?
Nope, go for it.
Okay.
Sorry, I was writing in my treasure the cursed heart necklace looted from Bethany, the cultist.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice on this picture. It looks like there's like two faces on the heart. It does sound cursed as shit, but it is actually a periapt of health.
Ooh.
Does not require attunement. You are immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant. Also why people play Paladin. If you are already infected with a disease, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pen. Who's writing this stuff? The effects of the disease are suppressed to you. So, does that mean if you wear this while you have a certain affliction, then you make love to someone, Is it spread? Because the effects of the disease is contagiousness. Does that count as an effect? Like, it's probably... Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about this. Congratulations.
And the real questions here. I think the intended questions are supposed to be like lycanthropy or like vampirism.
Oh.
It's immediately like, so like if you got like an STD, right? We'll talk during D&D.
Oh, can I see that?
No. Yes.
Marlo takes it and then just immediately transforms into a normal guy.
Wait, oh no. What have I done? What have I handed the party? You just look like Larry from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
And he's just like, no, I'm just kidding. He just cast disguise self from the ring, from the amulet he got.
Oh, that's hilarious. You can get that usage of disguise self back, of course. If you were even using it. Are you all familiar with Larry from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I'm not sure if you all are.
Nope. I'm familiar with Larry Kleiner from Garrymon.
I feel like I am. I feel like I've seen the character that you were referencing a single time on Tumblr.
Yes, very likely. Larry is a very, generic-looking businessman. I mean, I love Larry, just for the record. But I saw this awesome comic that was joking that he looks kind of out of place in the Pokemon universe. He was just some Japanese businessman who got isekai'd into the Pokemon universe, but he still wears his normal business suit and his attire and uses normal type Pokemon. Because what else would a Japanese businessman do after getting isekai'd into the Pokemon universe?
Yep, that's the exact post that I saw that I'm referencing.
Nice, cool. I'm chuffed as cheese that that's the exact pose. All right.
Well, if you don't have any problem with this, Molo, I will happily take and wear this amulet.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if I get afflicted with the disease, maybe I can borrow it until we can get it sorted out. But yeah, we can use it as needed.
I will say that you also see a lot of notes lying around. You'll see a chest. The notes are basically dozens of filthy, scrawl-covered pages strewn about the room. Also, that poor lady had 33 health. And you dealt... What's it? 15.
I was actually going to ask
35.
about notes, so I guess I'll look those over.
All right. Go ahead and just give me an investigation check, just to see what you ascertain and glean from these scribble notes. Ooh, a 21 is really good. Okay. While you're doing that, Suchi and Squeak, anything you like to do in this room? There's that chest. There's this poor lady who the periaptive health you've taken from her. There are also the two bodies that are, tied to those tables. I'm just going to tell you right now, you probably should not release those bodies.
Wasn't the plan.
Cool. Just making sure.
I'm actually gonna look into this dude over here that's tied down.
Okay.
So obviously very angry dude. Obviously tied down to the thing. I am curious. I would like to put the periapt of health on this guy.
Ooh. Huh. Okay. So I'll start with you. I think the periapt of health does not appear to be having much effect. This is indeed, as I'm going to say, you're spending a good amount of time in here. This is a ghoul. Looks like it's already too late for this particular individual. No amount of traditional charms or magic will affect them in a positive manner.
Gotcha.
Maybe we should put them out of their misery, but maybe I'll finish reading these before we decide that.
Yes, speaking of, these are the things that you are able to find out. Sorry, I need to make sure I'm phrasing this right. It's given me a paragraph saying everything about this girl, but then the next paragraph says blah, 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 but they can learn of X, Y, and Z by looking through her notes. Just want to make sure that this is right. So, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Oh my god. So, this particular individual here, Bethany, has been using this laboratory to research ways to corrupt the magic of the Day of the Dead, or as it's known here in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Night of the Remembered. It seems to be under the guise of finding a cure for someone. And you can tell based on the notes that for months, the ghouls have been killing animals, hunters, prospectors, and others wandering the borderlands, so that Bethany can study and raise the dead, using profane knowledge that she gleans from unholy rites. Now, that's just the first of what you find out. You're about to find out more, but for now, I'll let you take that in.
Oh, thank God she was a terrible person. Okay, I don't have to feel bad. Whew, that's a load off my mind.
There are also two more things that you discover. Let me swap the music out for this, actually. Not that combat's about to happen, but because I think it's quite interesting.
You also discover that Bethany spent her weekends volunteering at the terminally ill children's orphanage.
Well, yeah, of course, because she wants to perform experiments on their corpses after they die. That's what the volunteering's for. Aha! Okay, sorry.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
Me.
I'm so sorry. So, apparently, this is also where you find out extra information. That 20 years ago, in San Citlan, there was an ambitious sorcerer named Orencio who made a bargain with the demon lord Pazuzu to gain magical power.
I haven't heard anyone mention Pazuzu in a good long while.
Oh, are you familiar with Pazuzu, actually?
At this point, no. I haven't. I don't think I've actually read anything about Pazuzu. I just learned of the character's name years ago when I was in high school, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm familiar with the name, but nothing else really.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes. Well, throwback Friday for you. Then Pazuzu is back on the table.
Woohoo!
Sick. This is a lot to take in.
What was it that you were taking in again? I was distracted by something else.
Marlo will recap what Lightning just said.
All right, to recap, Bethany's ghouls have been killing animals, hunters, prospectors, and others wandering the borderlands so that she can study and raise the dead, using profane knowledge she gleans from unholy rites. Also, 20 years ago in San Citlan, an ambitious sorcerer named Orencio made a bargain with the demon lord Pazuzu to gain magical power.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
There's just the
will.
last bit that I missed.
I will add these papers to my inventory.
Mm-hmm. And in case it wasn't clear, oh yeah, she also has a knife on her. She, upon noticing any member of the party, would undo the restraints. She You brandished a knife, undo the straps, and then you'd be fighting her and 2 ghouls. I just thought it would be a lot funnier with your nat 20 if that didn't happen.
Phenomenal. All right. Well, I guess they're kind of easy pickings now. We could probably just take them out without having to fight them.
Or you could leave them.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I don't think it would be a good idea to leave them.
Damn it. Well, perhaps next time, chat, we'll get them to leave 2 strapped ghouls to the table.
Ghouls have straps, you say?
Marlo
Give me that periapts of health.
Marlo will take his sword and try and take this guy out. I don't know if I need to roll for it. But...
You will automatically crit. I think as they're... Wait, no. They're just restrained. They're not unconscious. Well, you have advantage at least.
All right.
Oh my god.
I need it. Okay, cool.
Place.
That will instantly kill it. Also, welcome in, Quinn. You're just in time for some... Basically, the party killed this poor woman who volunteers at, what was it, the orphanage for terminally ill children on weekends.
Yeah, that's the one.
And now we're killing her friends.
Yep. Don't rewind the stream at all. Don't go back. That's exactly what's happening. All right. So go over to this orphan and...
I like how we progressed. Not only did she volunteer on weekends at the orphanage, but like these are the orphans right here that she's been working with and volunteering for.
So
they're terminally ill.
I take out my my shiv that I made from his parents' bones, and I.
God. No, rolled a hit. Well, oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought it was another nat 20. All right, that is exactly enough to kill this one. At which point, I would have granted you an achievement that Reese has, where it's like, what is it? You like kill someone with the exact health that they had. Nice. Congrats on your achievement. You don't get anything out of it, though, because I haven't actually implemented it. Also,
all right, well, swiftly taking the ghouls out. These are ghouls. This lady was a cultist trying to use dark magic for nefarious purposes. Marlo will say, well, all's well that ends well. I guess we should go back the other way.
Nice work. Killed everyone in this room. Don't forget there's the chest over there, by the way. And, yeah, Quinn, how was the D&D movie, by the way? Let me know what you thought. What is it called? Dungeons and Dragons Among Us. Honor Among Thieves, yes. But the chest is not trapped, I'll just tell you all right now.
Well, I'll open it up and see what's in there.
That's exactly what a DM with a trapped chest in the room would say.
So, fun fact, there's a lot of stuff in here. There is, in this chest, you see that it looks like, who of you is smart? It kind of looks like the belongings of Bethany's former victims have been kept in this chest. There's 2,500 copper pieces, 950 silver pieces, and jewelry and other trinkets worth about 90 gold.
All right. I said 2,500 copper.
Yes. 950, 950.
And 90 gold worth of jewels.
Yeah, jewelry and other trinkets. There's probably a few rings in there. If you remember from the Written in Blood module that we did, if you remember that one drawer filled with all the... it was like, because they chopped off all the arms and hands, and there were a bunch of rings in there. And more of those. You just keep coming across rings that belong to dead people who died in horrible ways or something.
I still have all those documented.
Nice.
Are we down with just consolidating this into gold for the sake of convenience? I guess we can't technically do that right now.
You can... I'm trying to think if there's a point in this module, at least, where...
Weight is important.
Yeah, technically the weight is important. Do you all have one of you has a haversack, though, from the Written in Blood module, yes?
Yeah.
I will say I'm okay for. I might retcon it, but for now, I'm okay with
if
you.
it's important.
Yes, I'm okay with you making it gold.
All right, so that'll be. That'll be 105 gold each.
Wait, are you counting Suiken for this?
Nope.
You see Wayne come up. Where's my share?
I don't think Dr. Rock got his share of the gold.
Dr. Rock didn't get to talk, and Dr. Rock wasn't treated as a person.
Wow.
Dr. Rock was a gorilla. What do you want from me? Squeak is a taxpayer.
I don't believe you.
Jump into this game and fucking audit me.
Maybe I will. And my next character will be the IRS. Collectively. No, I'll be a warlock and my patron is the IRS.
Nice. I dig it.
Amazing.
Lawful evil.
Hello, my name is Iris.
Oh, driving back? Okay, safe travels, and yeah, let me know what you thought of the movie after you get back. Tax collect. Oh my god, I had to say that out loud. I was like, tax collector. Speaking of tax co, you all need to watch Arcane if you haven't already. There's an excellent character in there named Silco. Iris. Oh, the initials. It spells out IRS. Gotcha.
And also the first name.
Yes. All right. AI. You all have you have everything in this room that you could possibly want. You've got the chest. You've looted the lady.
We take the tables now. I guess we'll head back to the room that had the jellies in it.
Okay. It's easy enough to do that. I'll go ahead and scroll the camera there. I'll let you all move in that way. Smells pretty bad in there, but there are no more jellies because you've killed them all. Monsters.
That's us.
Is there anything useful in this big pile of bones and refuse?
I don't think so. There is not. It's only 2 paragraphs. If I liked Arcane,
That's worth of stuff buried in now.
No, it's just like 2 ochre jellies feed on the remains and are dissolving meals. Deep under piles of bones, they emerge. Also, if the mine entrance has not yet collapsed and all the characters are in or near this room, charges are detonated. Yep. But apparently, if I liked Arcane, I need to play Project L. Is that what is it, the fighting game, but with League characters?
Yep.
Interesting. I am learning more about League against my will than I expected to over the past year and a half. What'd you say?
That's how it goes. That's how League walks. You only learn about it, like, violently and against your will.
Yeah, I learned about this champion who looks like a Dr. Ock from Spider-Man. Yeah, that's the latest thing in League that I learned about. Also what Caitlyn and Vi used to look like, their original designs, as opposed to their much better, modern, updated designs. Okay, you all can go ahead and move down to the next floor, which I've already started revealing. Thank you. Much appreciated. You come to a different room. Damaged furniture has been dragged into this area to create a study. 2 bookshelves stand alongside chairs and a desk covered with papers. The rough cave walls feature gouges, as if some powerful creature dragged its claws across the stone.
I'll start looking over the papers.
Okay. I'll need you to succeed on a DC 14 intelligence investigation check.
Maybe I should have left this to Suchi.
Too late now.
Too late now.
Hey!
Nice.
I'm fucking crushing it this session.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go home. I'm not needed here tonight.
You just like fast travel home. Like you teleport up, you fly high into the sky despite being underground, and then you're just gone. All right, so the bookshelves hold a mix of fiction, histories, and more. You find a lot of things. You find a spell scroll of lesser restoration. You find a book containing... Oh, hey, a book. Oh, hey, we have a wizard in the party. You find a book containing rituals for the alarm, find familiar, and illusory script spells.
Well, you can have all those, I guess.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I can get find familiar now.
All right, I've finally been able to give a wizard a book with spells in it. Very exciting.
Could you list those spells off again for me?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and type that in, and also list it off at the same time. So, in addition to the spell scroll of lesser restoration, the book contains rituals for alarm, find familiar, and illusory script. And we have a suggestion in chat from Quinn to make a crab as your find familiar. I don't know if you had one in mind already, or if you expect to ever get the find familiar spell.
Well, I have the money to add that spell to my repertoire. I think I actually already know illusory script. I'm not 100% certain.
Ooh, all right.
I do not. I do not. So, cool. But yeah, it costs like 100 gold worth of supplies to per spell level, I think, to add a spell to your spell book.
You know,
Doesn't come up much, does it?
It doesn't come up much for me. I have not yet to play a wizard myself that I can think of.
Okay, well, we'll look it up later. You can't do it right now anyway. So.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I also see a suggestion here for a raccoon, but do raccoons eat mice? Since we have the mouse in the party, we can't. But no, they eat... Wow, this sounds so racist of me. Do raccoons eat trash? No, what do raccoons eat? Like, naturally, before trash was invented.
I mean, they probably...
I believe they're some form of omnivore, so they probably eat a mix of berries, they probably eat a mix of berries and insects, if I had to guess.
Oh, yeah.
But they are most likely omnivores, so they can probably get a good amount of nutrients from all kinds of number of things, which is where you see them, which is where you will see them picking from the trash.
So it looks like...
That is just educated guess, though.
Oh man, we've got a raid. Let me welcome in the raiders. Welcome in, everyone. Let me shout out Tasabu VA. Thank you for the raid. It's much appreciated. What were you all playing? Let's find out together. Just chatting. Oh, what were you all chatting about or watching? Maybe you were watching something like, I don't know, Hell's Kitchen. You're making D&D maps. Nice. What kind of maps were you all making? This map we're on right now, let me scroll out a bit, is very interesting because this is from Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. If you're not familiar, and if you're avoiding spoilers, then I'm so sorry ahead of time. Let me just, give you a chance to duck out beforehand. But the party started on this first floor up here. And then they went down an elevator shaft, like instead of going downstairs, not that there's stairs here, they fell down this elevator shaft. Thankfully, the wizard here, Suchi, had Featherfall prepared. And they were able to survive. Like each level of this map is a floor. Like a screenshot if you're like, yeah, let me go ahead and permit you now so that you don't get timed out by the bot. I'd love to see the screenshot. But yeah, Tasabu VA, thank you again for the raid. Fridays we do Journeys to the Radiant Citadel. I'm happy to be back on deck with these two. My friend Braylif playing Marlowe, and my friend Coffee Lich playing Suchi. All right, let me look at this map. And I'm going to send this to these two in our Discord channel. Would you like to introduce yourselves as I tell the raiders? Yeah, thank you again for stopping in. Feel free to get comfortable. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to leave if it's already late in the night for you. Why don't you two? Oh, and Tasabu VA, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Why don't you two tell them what's going on with y'all?
Yeah, thanks for the raid. My character's Marlowe. He's kind of a weird mutant guy, and he's a rogue. and he's a homebrew subclass of rogue made by Zach Morrison in his book Lyrics Ledger of Legend, I believe it's called. He's a lucky fool rogue, so he gets all sorts of cool stuff. Like he can, if he can make sneak attacks with disadvantage. If he rolls the same roll twice, he can crit. He's been a lot of fun.
And then I'll let Sushi introduce while I send this command in.
Yeah, my name is Coffee Lich. I'm playing Suchi. Suchi is a drow wizard, the first wizard I've ever played in D&D 5e. I've been avoiding the class like the plague, but I'm having a ton of fun. Suchi is a homebrew subclass, also from Lyrics Ledger of Legends. He is specifically a stage magician. So the fun mechanic for him is that I got to create a secondary character who is my magician's assistant, who is a magical little person. So the class kind of functions like a pet class, like a ranger with an animal companion. My assistant is right down here on the screen. She's a little mouse girl named Squeakers the Third.
Yeah, I do have the name, or Squeak for short.
Or Squeak for short.
Yeah.
She really doesn't like it when you point out the third part, because she really doesn't like being reminded of her own mortality.
True. All right, thank you both for those introductions. I've looked over this map that you've been working on. I don't know. So Tasabu, tell me about this map. Who's this for? Like, are those players that were in chat with you, or I see there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I like this map a lot, by the way, because there's like the map generator software that One Page Mage uses, right? Like that. Like I'm used to seeing that aesthetic, so just seeing the aged and the crackedness and looks like a desert situation. Is this like an underground desert temple or something? There's a lot going. I like the throne over here. That's not a secret. The statue up there that I assume is not going to animate. You have a party of 6 that got split. Okay, so 4 got thrown in this, probably like fell down quicksand or something, I imagine, and the other 2 trying to save them, leaving them to die, making out. I don't know. And also, Quinn, this session usually we go to like 2 a.m. in the morning or so, like 2:30 to 3, depending on how we're all feeling, depending on how pacing goes. Also, I gotta scroll up. I did miss your message about the movie, the D&D movie that, hey Rob, someone here watched. In case any of the Raiders or Tasabu, if you've seen it, he says the movie was fantastic. Only works if you played before. The writers definitely have played before. I see. All right, 4 got thrown in this. You have. I hope you enjoyed the movie too. And then Coffee Lich and Braylif, I believe you haven't seen the movie yet, yes?
That is correct.
Correct.
Do you all actually, if you don't mind me asking, do you all happen to watch movies, or is it still kind of like something in theaters, as opposed, or is it something you're a little wary of, which is completely understandable?
We watch movies. We're just not super interested in the D&D movie.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I'm a bit more interested than he is, but I'm not as interested in going to movie theaters because I am lazy and don't like leaving my house.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. That's valid. It's a little bit of money. You can't like pause it if you need like a bathroom break. You get all the food you want. You can be comfortable. It's easier to, easier to hang out. I got you. Potato animation. Like, wait, was the animation in the D&D movie not the best? Or was there an actual potato? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. From what I've talked with my friends about, it sounds like the movie is it feels like how a D&D party would address situations at hand. Like, oh hey, we have this obstacle before us. How would you two address the situation? Ooh, speaking of, I'll tell the Raiders how we address this situation up here. Unless Braylif, I feel like you could explain it very well. I'm scrolling the chat up to the room where you crossbowed and nat 20'd on it. Do you want to explain what happened there?
All right, so there was a door with a glyph of warding on it, and I figured I would try and trigger the glyph by shooting it with my crossbow. but I rolled a nat 20, and the DM ruled that I shot it so hard that the door exploded, and the bolt continued on and killed the woman in this room, who thankfully we then realized was very evil and deserved to die. So don't have to worry about that, I guess.
It all worked out in the end. Yahoo! But yes, Tassabu, thank you again for the raid. I just gave you a follow back. Thanks for raiding in. I also noticed you recently streamed Valorant. I'm very curious who you main. not to side rail, but since you streamed that recently, let me know who you main. And if you're liking this battle pass going on right now. Chris Pine is smarter than any bard you know. Wait, like real... Who are bards you know? You mean like bard players? Bard characters? Any bard you know? Oh, right, because Chris Pine plays the bard. You're a washed D2 player. Is that... Diamond 2? Oh my gosh. A Diamond 2? Oh my gosh. I'm like, you can't see because I'm just a PNG, but I'm like kind of bowing to you right now because I don't even know if I hit low silver. I'm definitely at least bronze 3. I think I'm silver 1. No, I think I'm bronze 3. So I'm definitely not a Diamond 2 player. But yeah, I really like your map. Thanks again for it. Oh, happy to play with you sometime. Sure. Yeah. I'll perhaps I'll DM you my what is it? The Riot name, Rito. Small indie company for those of you who aren't familiar with Rito. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a Discord. Still growing. Thanks to the help of these two, especially, and all the other chatters in here, all the other lurkers. I expected you to put in an exclamation point rank where my friend has it set to if someone does exclamation point rank, it says someone's being nosy. So yeah. Right, go ahead and close this tab out now. I guess no, actually no, because I don't stream Valorant on here unless you think I should. But until then, I stream Dungeons and Dragons. These two on Fridays and Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, Coffee Lich is the DM. On Fridays, I'm the DM. Perhaps I'll open up other days to the Dungeons and Dragons, but until then, I do other games. Primarily Fire Emblem Three Houses, Fire Emblem Engage, and the like. When you just saw... So, yeah, you can do different commands in chat with exclamation point. In case you two also don't know, let's see. You can do exclamation point lurk. And it will do something. There are different commands you can put in chat depending on what bots you have going on. So a lot of people, especially Valorant streamers or players, will have stuff like rank or like friend code for people who do things on like Animal Crossing and Mario Kart on Switch, games with streamers. So I don't know if I have a command list up, but there's a bunch of different ones you can do. There's hydrate. Take my shirt off. Oh, so if you all look, now that I'm affiliate, again, thanks to everyone here making that possible. If you look at the channel point redeems that you have down at the bottom, those of you who follow, you'll automatically get 300 channel points. For 3,000 channel points, there is the show abs redeem. How that works, that's a secret. And as for Brayleth and Coffee Lich, please don't redeem that anytime soon. I'm not actually... I'm not ready to... I mean, I can be ready. It would just be a little inconvenient for me. But yeah, there's a lot of fun channel point things. Also, if you all have channel point suggestions or recommendations, please feel free to send them my way. I'm new to this. I'll always take recommendations. People will say things like, oh, like the hydrate or grab a snack or what's a common channel point redeem? Have you two seen anything else? I know that we kind of talked about this before a few months back, but... Pronoun check. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I have. There's someone I follow. They have a bot or something so that when it shows the pronouns on the chat on the screen, like, because you all can see chat occurring on the side, but it'll actually show the pronouns next to the person, and it helps the streamer call people the correct pronouns. Celebrity dice roll award. Yeah. I definitely want to. I want to integrate something where dice will show up on the screen. I want to connect it to so that like people in chat can use channel points. For example, one of the other D&D streamers that I know, I believe it's Grim Monsoon, recently added a channel point redeem to his channel where you can inflict advantage or like give inspiration to a player or inflict a disadvantage on a player that's about to roll with your channel points. It's not something I've put in here. It's not something I'm personally going to be doing here unless players and chat want it in particular, but I think it's an interesting way to play with it. Luck check. Roll a d20 to determine the chatter's luck. Yeah, it would be great to, because that's actually, if you like look at my banner and look at my, like all the color changing on my model, I love dice. We all love dice, right? I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, dice are shiny. Tabletop RPGs in general. Actually, Brailleff and Coffee Lich, do you play other tabletops other than Dungeons and Dragons now that I think about it?
This economy?
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, I play one called Mortasheen. It's an up and coming one. It's not technically released yet, but it's pretty. But
that's the one you were talking about
I
the
do
other
have
day.
access to the early build of it. It's
Nice.
great.
Nice.
Definitely check it out. It's very interesting.
Okay. Mortasheen. Can you type it in chat so we can get the right spelling of it?
Yeah.
When Wizards of the Coast was setting their entire brand loyalty on fire for
I remember that.
a live studio audience, I was very interested in learning how to play and run Pathfinder. That ultimately didn't end up happening because I get distracted by things very easily and got distracted very quickly. So
See?
I do still have that. I do still have that interest because what I did learn about it seemed really cool. But otherwise, no, I don't play anything other than D&D so far.
I see. All right. Thanks for the input. Tassipu VA, thank you again for the raid. Thank you for trusting your community over to us. Get some rest, get some sleep. The same applies to any other raiders who are still around, still lurking, any other regulars who are lurking. Yeah, enjoy your nights. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, as far as other tabletop RPGs that I play, I am familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, which is one of the World of Darkness systems. Quinn here and I demoed this game at the Music and Gaming Festival, MagFest, that felt more like Pathfinder, apparently. I wouldn't know for sure because out of when I think Pathfinder, I think of my friend Frank because he apparently plays Pathfinder and only recently started playing 5th edition. We demoed this game that is actually in my bio called Emberwind. Emberwind is, I adore it. It's got beautiful, gorgeous art. I did purchase some of that. I did purchase Emberwind, so I have some online profiles that I could use. Yeah, the art is gorgeous. I really like this, how the system, it's not additive like D&D is, where you like roll something and then you'll add stuff to it, right? There's a little bit less math. You have different thresholds that you beat, and you have to roll at or below the threshold. So say you're fighting an enemy that has, it says like 258. If you roll an 8 or lower, you'll hit it. If you roll 5 or lower, you'll hit it, but you'll bypass its defense. You'll like deal pure damage. And if you roll a 2 or lower, you'll crit. And you'll deal maximum damage on the dice that you're using. But what I really like about it is not only does the enemy have a robust AI that works with each other, like say you attack an enemy, right? And you've lowered its health. Now that its health is lowered, it's like one of the little lackeys. Its AI will instruct it to move back towards the giant turtle that it lives in. Like it's like a symbiotic relationship where the giant turtle has like its home on the shell. So it'll go back there instead of attacking the nearest person if its health is low enough. It's a really nice dynamic that made it feel like you're fighting a real ecosystem of enemies. So I really like that. I also did like how you kind of, teamwork is essential. You kind of set up combos with each other as players. Maybe one player will kind of like knock the opponent prone. Maybe one opponent will buff a player because a player has like 3 buffs. They'll deal a dice up. So instead of like a D4 or D6, they'll deal a D8 or D10 depending on how many buffs they have, how many debuffs the enemy has. It's a gorgeous system. I do want to run it in the future, but there's just so much content to run. I'm running you two through Journeys through the Radiant Citadel. I want to run you both through Keys to the Golden Vault down the line. I want to run other people through Journeys to the Radiant Citadel. I'm trying to finish out my Curse of Strahd campaigns. I've got that space-themed D&D 5th edition Dark Matter on the table. There's just so much to do. So I actually even haven't played Vampire the Masquerade in a long time. I think there are video games about Vampire the Masquerade, but I'm specifically talking about the TTRPG, where you roll D10s. So yeah, that's my little spiel about TTRPGs. Yeah, the D10s are nice. Because before we'll resume in just a bit, I just want to say my favorite set of D10s I've seen for Vampire the Masquerade, they are like these beautiful black dice, but they have splatters of blood on them, like so that the red pops in. Because You're playing as vampires. One day I'll get that dice. I think they were metallic. I saw them at it was either PAX East last year or PAX Unplugged. So I was trying really hard not to buy it. I stayed strong for my wallet. Can't spend too much at these conventions, especially at dice. Like I was telling Quinn here that when we were at the convention, I almost buy dice every convention. It's like I just have to. And then as far as Emberwind, again, the TTRPG that I demoed, the multiple attacks at worse odds and the way things crit are like Pathfinder, but also has a crit and crit fail random deck. Magic When, right. Magic the Gathering is also on the table. Busy schedule. But I also like the Magic the Gathering cards. We'll find time for it, for sure. All right. Spiel over. Raiders lurking. You are in this room. You've gotten the spell scroll. You've gotten the book with all the spells in it. Let me see if there's anything else for you all. Oh, there are drawings scattered across the desk. There is also the path forward over here on this left side that I will reveal to you right now. If it will switch to the reveal tool.
I'd like to check out the drawings on the desk.
Yes. So nubs of charcoal and drawings are scattered across the desk. The sketches range from mundane portraits and cityscapes to ghastly renditions of demonic faces with saucer-sized eyes. Any character who knows the Sansitlan... Oh, maybe not. If the characters don't know the city, sorry. A number of these drawings have a legend named Los Gavilanes on them, and I will go ahead and type that into our Roll20 chat. There are actually two things of note that you'll spot when looking through the drawings, but go ahead and give me an investigation check if you'd like. We can also go with your passive.
Well, I guess we're going with the passive because
it's
I
better.
rolled wolves. Yes.
We'll find time. All right, Quinn. Look, just so you know, my schedule's been very packed. I literally went on 2 trips the past 2 weekends. All my stuff is due tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Anyway, and saucer. Well, if you insist. Oh my god. All right. Last time I say saucer is now a banned word on stream. Everyone, you're not allowed to say the word saucer. With your passive investigation, I'm going to tell you that you see a sketch that depicts an elegantly dressed tiefling, whom the characters will recognize as the tiefling that you met outside. That's the first thing that you notice.
I knew it.
The second thing that you notice is that numerous cityscapes show a distinctive vecindad, which is... It looks like I believe this description is telling me it's a manor house that gets converted into apartments that are common in Los Gavilanes. Many of these sketches bear the caption "Home," written in a shaky hand. So yeah, affordable housing. They take the big mentions. Affordable housing.
What was it you noticed about the tiefling outside?
The sketch.
There was a drawing here that looks pretty much identical to the tiefling outside, who was acting as the leader of those people up top that will theoretically just trying to prevent the spread of the disease that absolutely happens in here.
A likely story.
Well, we fell for it anyway. It's too late to cast suspicion on them now. We already fell for that.
I'm starting to think they aren't trying to help cure the wind.
Molo, I think you might be onto something.
Well, I'm going to have some strong words for the next person I run into down here, assuming I don't accidentally kill them immediately.
Hopefully that's not me.
You're already here. You won't count as a person to be run into.
Yay!
Well, I think we've pretty much cleaned out this room, so I guess we'll move on.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is one more thing. The desk has drawers.
Oh, cool. Open those.
You find half of a hinged silver locket wrapped in paper.
I'll add half a silver locket to my...
Did you want to unwrap the paper to take a better look at the locket?
Sure.
All right, you see a warmly smiling woman. Okay, Now you've thoroughly cleaned out this room. There's nothing else for you all here.
All right. Let's go.
DM.
Oh, this map is
reroll,
bigger than I thought.
better
Now that zoomed
stats.
out.
Yeah, don't worry. You're almost done with it, actually.
Oh, here's the Marlowe. Here's the second Marlowe all the way over here.
Oh, what? Hold on, let me zoom out. What? Oh, down there. I see on the
yeah.
bottom right. How did you get over there?
It's okay, he's dead.
I forget. Did you all roll for your stats, or did you use point buy?
Point by.
Point by.
All right, we point buy here apparently in this household.
Yeah.
All right. Before you move much farther into this room, I've got a description to read off, and I'd like to ask you all not to move just yet. All right. This sizable cavern's ceiling is 30 feet high, and strange symbols are scrawled across its walls. Also, the wailing wind that was gusting intermittently through the mine rises to a continuous howl in this cavern. The skeletons of two huge creatures are here, one embedded in the east wall, and the other coiled around an altar covered in filthy feathers. You are now free to move. All right.
Ooh, this is fascinating.
As you step closer to investigate the fascinating entity over there, I will ask you all to roll for initiative.
Can't get into a fight right now. I'm too busy looking at this cool dinosaur. Although, look at these cool rocks over here that look like some kind of animal that can't exist.
What a wacky situation.
These two skeletons of animals that can't possibly exist will animate an attack.
T-Rex skeleton has a fucking stat block.
It's not supposed to be a T-Rex. It's actually supposed to be based on an Allosaurus, I believe. But I literally looked up Night at the Museum. Also in honor of the Jedediah and Octavius ship doing very well on Tumblr polls right now. I decided to use the Night at the Museum dinosaur instead. And because of the tokens they gave me, actually I'm going to show my hand real quick. They look like this, which are not dinosaur skeletons whatsoever.
Ooh.
So I'm like...
That might not even be an Allosaurus.
Yeah, probably not. Let me go and get these initiatives in here. In it. All right, looks like at least one of them did roll high enough. And we're going to get started. Piercing damage is what Marlo has right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Just checking. This one over here is actually going to try to move this way and snap at Sushi.
Uh-oh.
Let me just pull up their stat block to make sure I'm using it just right.
I die in the name of education.
Oh, it has pounce, but they're too close to you all, so they don't get to use it unless they'll move out of the way.
Aha!
It will try to claw at you. Let's see if it hits.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. their initiatives haven't even been showing up. I'm sorry. Let me just check that right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they said to whisper.
Yeah, they're set to whisper.
Oh, they said to freaking whisper.
Alright, Whisper Toggle is now off, and now we can get back to business. Here is the claw attack. A 13 to hit. How's that? Looks like it misses. In that case, Marlo, you're up. As basically, Suchi, while normally would have been, perhaps a lesser person would have been caught unaware walking up to this interesting object and the dinosaur skeleton animating and attacking. But, quick on your feet, keen of eyes, you successfully dodged the attack.
All right, Marlo will walk behind the thing to flank it and try and impale it. I'm sure stabbing a skeleton is going to go great. Hold on, let me Whoops.
Hopefully, we'll find out.
Advantage. 19.
A 19. All right. You feel as if, as it kind of is distracted, trying to snap at Sushi, you are able to, what is that term that Coffee Lish uses? Find purchase. And you successfully strike the dinosaur skeleton for a total of 15 piercing damage.
Oh my god,
and
garbage
I'm playing
rolls, but I guess I deserve that after all those amazing ones earlier.
Yep.
All right.
It's a quality.
How many attacks do you get a turn?
Just one.
Just the
Unless
one.
I'm dual wielding, but I'm not.
Okay. Anything else from you then?
Nope, that'll be it for me.
All right, this dinosaur skeleton over here is going to come around this way, very interested in Marlowe in at least 2 ways that I know of, and is going to try to claw you with a 21 to hit.
Alright, I'll unclear the dog for that.
I'll go ahead and I believe you are still at half, so I'll go ahead and put this indicator on you. Suchi and Squeak, you're up. Take it away.
Well, there's a big dinosaur skeleton immediately in front of me now. So I can't really make any good... I can't make rolls very effectively. Oh, wait. Gotta read up some options, 1 sec.
What's funny about these icons is if you look closely, you can see just under, at the bottom, under the chin of the dinosaur, you can see the head of, it was that president, speaks softly but carry a big stick, the president in the
Teddy
first...
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. You can see his hat. Oh, played by the late Robin Williams from the Night of the Museum movie. You can see his hat at the bottom of the token. That's our little secret. Shh.
I would like to cast Spawning Hands on these guys.
Okay.
With a 15-foot cone, could I make it hit both these guys? but
Not Marlo?
all?
Absolutely. I'm looking at this right now. Looks good to me. Take it away.
Cool.
What is the save they have to make?
Let's find out together.
All right.
Looks like it is a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
This is for the one closest to you. Unfortunate, a 19. And this is for the one farther away from you. Ah, it fails. If you'd like to describe it, I'll apply the damage now.
Yep. So the back one would take 11 damage. The front one would just take 5. I think, yeah, well, half as much damage. Successful save. Yeah. Cool. Well, Suchi moves his wand to draw out a little glowing orange circle, and then at the back side, just behind the circle, puts its hands together in the customary weird way that you're supposed to, spawning hands for some bloody reason, and calls out "Spawning Hands," and then flames jet out from his fingertips at both the dinosaurs.
All right. Well, the first one, I've applied half the damage to because it successfully succeeded. The other one was too distracted with Marlowe and takes the full brunt of the remaining blast.
Cool. And as my bonus action, I will have Squeak fire magical sparks at the one right next to Suchi.
All right.
The 24 hit.
Yes, it will.
That's 8 force damage.
All right. This 8 force damage is enough to show you all that some of the bones are coming off. It's below half health.
Woohoo! That's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right. This dinosaur skeleton between the two of you is up. It's going to kind of move in a little bit this way as to kind of stay within range, but to kind of like pace around as a dinosaur expert that I am, maybe it's gonna try to circle its foes to try to get a better bite. And it is going to try to bite at Suchi with a 22 to hit and 18 attempted piercing damage.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
I will go ahead and put the below half indicator on you. Marlo, you're up. You just saw this dinosaur take a meaty bite out of your traveling companion. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, as my bonus action, I will disengage in order to once again get into flanking position, and hopefully stepping on this thing doesn't immediately drop me down to another mine shaft.
Feels solid.
All right. In that case, I will once again attempt to sneak attack this guy. All right. That's barely better than last time, but I'll take it.
Oh, man. All right. I'll apply that damage. It's below a quarter, but it is not out for the count just yet.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the dinosaur skeleton on the far right side. It is going to, with its speed of 60 feet, go 5,
Oh, no.
10,
no.
15,
Oh, no.
20,
Not to talk about
25.
pulling up the protractor and the...
It doesn't actually have enough speed. It needs 30 feet of movement. It did not have that movement. So it's going to claw at you with a 15 attempt against you for 11 slashing damage.
that just misses.
Nice. All right, Sushi and Squeak, you're up. Oh, sorry, let me move this initiative counter a little bit more so everyone can see. These dinosaurs aren't going to know what hit them. Also because they don't have eyes.
True.
They won't see it coming. But yeah, the platform Marlo is on, it feels pretty solid. It actually feels like it's the actual lowest floor of this place that elevators are supposed to go down. I know you fell to that upper floor, but if you look up, there's actually, it looks like a closed section of the ceiling that looks like it could be slide open.
All right. Perfect. I am going to cast Shadow Center right here, so it should hit both the dinosaurs and not Suchi.
All right. Before I make my saves, I'd like to see your damage because they... Oh, actually, sorry, the top one isn't hit enough. Yeah, let me make their saves now. It's a dex save, right? Yeah. Oh, it's a con save, I'm sorry.
Con save DC 15 for 14 thunder damage.
Ooh. Alright, that is a crit fail from the first one closest to you. And for the upper one, it is a 10, also a fail. So they'll take the full 14 thunder damage, is it? Alright, that is enough to put this one up here at half. And it's enough to down this one, if you'd like to describe how at least the dinosaur closest to you goes down.
Oh, thank God. So Suchi creates the creates the blast of thunder damage in the side, creates a shockwave that knocks out several bones from both of the skeletons, and for the one closest to Suchi, it knocks out like one like vertebra right in the middle of the spine, and it just like gets sent flying across the room, and the rest of the skeleton just falls apart afterwards.
Nice. Half of your enemies that are visible to you at this very moment right now are down.
Why you gotta say it like that, man?
I'm so sorry.
I'm then going to go You know what? I think I'll go right here. Just don't really want to give this thing like a 30-foot straight line to me.
That is true.
No, I'll go there actually. And I will have Squeak go there and cast Magical Sparks on that one.
Okay.
A 14 hit.
14 will hit.
Yay, so that's 4 force damage.
All right, I have just applied it. All right, Marlo.
My turn.
Thank you. Marlo, you're up.
All right. Marlo will plant his feet and steady his aim with his bonus action, and will keep swinging at this guy with his wooden sword. 15. Getting a little better. 19 damage.
Oh my gosh. You consistently get them within, I'll just tell you right now, within 5 points of dying. Like for the bottom one, that's what the shatter took out, and for the top one just now. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it as below a quarter. It is still up, but just barely.
All right, well, we'll see if I can survive this next attack, because that's the end of my turn.
All right. This dinosaur looks over at you, looks at how delicious you are, and is rearing its head back to strike. It will claw at you with a nat 1.
No, it won't.
2 nat 1s in a row. It kind of falls short. It doesn't realize that most of its leg bones are missing and crumples to the ground. And it's flavorfully on the ground, but is mechanically standing up. Suchi, take it away.
All right. I'm going to hit it with Toll of the Dead. DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom save. Well, everyone knows dinosaurs are the wisest creatures around. That's why they survived the... Oh. And it fails. Bring us home.
Immediate question. Is this thing immune to necrotic damage?
What a good question.
I don't like how long it took you to respond to that.
It is not immune to necrotic damage. I'll tell you what it's immune to later.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Suchi will once again pull out his customary little silver bell to cast Toll the Dead and say, "Get back down on the ground so I can study you already." And then he rings the bell.
Nice. The sound booms from the bell, strike the dinosaur, leaving it on the ground. And I can go ahead and declare you all victorious.
Woohoo! We did it.
Good job.
High fives all around. So
I don't know what those were, but I didn't expect to fight them.
Me neither. I also am very curious what these are. I've never seen anything like these before.
Okay, in all seriousness, have I ever even heard of a fucking dinosaur?
I don't know. Have you? I really don't know. I'll trust you to make the best decision.
I may have heard the word before, but that's about it.
All right, let me read off this description again. So again, it's 30 feet high. Strange symbols are scrawled across its walls. There is an altar covered in filthy feathers, but I'm just going to tell you right now, based on what you know going through this dungeon, it looks like this was a space to worship Pazuzu, performing rites that would normally draw attention in other places, such as the city of San Sitlan. Now, the symbols themselves, of course, are they're worth looking at. But as far as the dinosaurs are concerned, don't think there's anything on them. I'll tell you though right now. Wait, Are undead automatically immune to necrotic, or does it have to specify in their stat block?
Yeah, this is specified.
All right.
Yeah.
They are,
Most low-level necrotic are not immune.
yeah, not immune. Dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. They were vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, immune to poison, and immune to exhaustion and the poison condition, you know, being skeletons and all.
Yeah. Standard stuff.
But, yeah.
Did you say that there was nothing worth looking into on the altar itself?
Unfortunately not. There's nothing here. I don't see anything else. It just tells me the thing about performing the rites. Basically, there's no, like... You know how if you hover over something, the cursor will change to a pointer finger instead of like an arrow? Nothing happens when you hover over the altar, specifically.
Gotcha. Noted. Alright, Molo, let's get out of here. There aren't any tooltips in this room.
There are the tool. It does change when you hover over the symbols, though, that are scrawled on the walls.
Oh, okay. Well,
And-
I will investigate the symbols on the walls.
All right. Do any of you three happen to know the language Abyssal?
Give me a sec.
Doubt it. Let me check.
I do not.
Apparently, I only know Common and Thieves' Cant.
Nice. Okay, that's okay. I'll need someone to succeed on a DC 13 Arcana or Religion check. Oh my gosh.
I was born for this fucking moment, man.
Wow. Well, let me tell you some things. The symbols scrawled across the walls represent omens and prophecies sent by Pazuzu to the tiefling, Itzman. You glean that an innocent creature is being twisted into an envoy of Pazuzu and is spreading corruption through the region. With your excellent roll, this corruption is likely a disease that has been ravaging people. And the envoy looks to be, based on the symbols and the iconography here, it looks to be someone's son, it looks like, is being twisted.
I see. Someone... Alright. Well, guess I'll relay that to Molo. Looks like someone's son is being twisted and corrupted into some kind of envoy for some demon lord Pazuzu. And that process seems to be spreading the disease all over the place. So find that person's son and cure him, and maybe we'll cure the disease. Hopefully it doesn't come to killing the son, but
It does seem to line up with the notes we saw earlier.
I wonder if that lady with the ghouls was the mother of this envoy, trying to cure him of this.
Ah, that's probably true.
Good, maybe this is more morally complicated than we thought.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if I would have had you up.
Are we the baddies here?
That would have been so rude of me,
Nope.
I just gotta say.
We sure aren't.
It's like, haha, you rolled so well, I'm gonna punish you by saying you killed someone's mom.
There were definitely DMs that would do that.
I know.
I was just about to say, everyone is someone's mom. That's not true.
Even I'm someone's
No,
mom.
You know something I don't? Is there is there someone or something I should know about?
Yeah,
here?
Braylif, is there something you should know about her?
Everyone has a mom. Except this guy, because we just killed his mom.
Even that's not even necessarily true.
So changing the subject, I don't remember if you actually said it or not, but what exactly is this square on the floor?
That is the actual bottom for the elevator shaft.
Okay.
So actually, you know what? I think this is a safe space. I can talk about this here. You were actually supposed to fall down here. I misread the map and
Wow.
covered over my mistake by saying, "Oh yeah, if you look up in the ceiling right now, it looks like a slidable panel, so that the elevator could go even farther down."
Nice. So you're just supposed to fall all the way down here and get eaten by 2 dinosaurs?
The
How are you
dinosaur.
survive that?
Oh, true. Actually, you're supposed to. Probably not, but I wouldn't have triggered it because it says you have to become within 10 feet of the. You have to come within 10 feet, and you all aren't close enough.
I mean, sure, but like you fall down here, and then if you somehow manage to survive, you're probably going to. Your character's probably going to stand up, and the player is going to be like, "Oh, sick! There's a fucking T-Rex skeleton over there. I'm gonna go check that out," and then they get eaten.
Yeah, imagine if you had done that while I was trying to find a way down.
Yeah.
How much? How far of a drop was it again? 100 feet.
Yeah, from the top to the first floor was 100 feet. That's already kind of nutty for fall damage.
I assume that was the intended distance to this floor.
Possibly. What is that? 10d6 damage?
Yes.
How much could a banana cost, Michael? $6? I don't remember the actual quote.
That is surprisingly. That does, like, when you really apply that, it really doesn't end up feeling too terrible. Like 60 damage. The only downside being that that's almost twice my max health.
An average of 30 damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fall damage cap in 5e is like way too low.
What is the cap?
Because it's 20d6.
Yeah. So like
Oh.
falling 200 feet and falling 1,000,000,000 feet are the same amount.
Oh, and you could survive that if you roll like a bunch of you could take 27, 35 damage and be fine.
I mean, even if you rolled terribly, like any medium level character would be probably not be knocked unconscious and would almost certainly not be killed.
Yeah, for most people, in a situation where you could potentially fall 200 or more feet, your DM's probably not going to put that in there unless you're a high enough level that you have the potential to survive that. And at that point, yeah, like 220 d6, that's a maximum of 120 damage, which is like, that'll knock anyone out. But like an average of 60 damage, and it's like, well, there isn't actually a guarantee that will knock anyone out.
Yeah, once you're like level, 8 or 10 or whatever, like you're probably gonna be fine.
Well, anyway, we got information from this room. Shall we advance, or should we potentially try to find a place to rest up?
If you need to rest, that's fine. I'm all out of hit dice, so I can't benefit from it. But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, I mean, we can sit down for an hour, assuming the game allows.
Yes. The room you were in before is a perfectly fine place to rest. So I'll go and move the camera there if you'd like to move your tokens there.
Yoink.
It's at this point, I'm fine, but do either of you need a break?
I think I'm fine.
I have been repainting my nails the entire time that we've been playing tonight, so regardless of how I'm feeling, I don't have the option to do anything else anyway.
I see. Okay.
So, I'll roll me some hit dice to heal up. 6. I'll leave it there. Leave myself at 31 out of 38. I could potentially get back up to max, but next time we long rest, I'm only getting half of these used hit dice back, so I'd kind of like to hold on to them.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I wanted to too, but then I was knocked down to 1 health, so...
It's always about you, isn't it?
Yes. Anyway, as the main character, I'll lead us to the...
Mm-hmm. So
Now, we return to the room.
Onward, my sidekicks!
So before you progress onward, there's actually a brief description for this tunnel you're about to emerge through. Eerie scrolls.
Onward, my sidekick, and my sidekick's sidekick.
And I am somehow also a sidekick despite being the DM. Alright, description time. Eerie scrawls cover the walls of this long, straight tunnel. A breeze flows from that darkness, carrying a faint scent of smoke. Foul-looking feathers litter the floor, and claw marks gouge the stone walls. There's a nat 20 recent. Oh, the Arcana check. Yes. I'm gonna say because it's basically the same room when it's part of the investigation for like when you were examining the symbols. Actually, do either of you have proficiency in religion?
Nope.
I don't remember. One sec. Nope.
Okay. Can either of you give me, or both of you give me, a DC 12 survival check? Okay, nice work. All right. No, wow.
Wow.
Nice rolls. So, two things. The first, based on Suchi's Arcana roll from before, Suchi will have remembered seeing additional... 'cause these feathers are unnatural. You will probably have noticed some symbols referring to a fiendish creature with unnatural feathers. With claws as well. And these claws seem to match the marks that you saw in the room that you were resting in. Yeah.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
I do remember the claw marks getting mentioned in the previous room. I don't remember hearing anything about fiendish feathers.
Oh,
anywhere else.
that's new. There are feathers here. And the Arcana, basically it's a continuation of your excellent Arcana check to check out the abyssal writing along the walls. That's when they would have mentioned it. If that makes sense?
Yes, that would make sense. Sorry, I was muted again.
Ah, okay.
Well,
right. So
that's
Mhm.
concerning.
Indeed.
So your successful survival checks, you're able to know that this tunnel leads south towards the city of Sansitlan.
Ah. Cool.
Well,
So it's another way out?
Essentially, yes.
Well, as far as my mental map is aware, this is the only way we haven't gone yet, so...
I believe so. Yeah. Seems to be the case.
Unless that mine shaft we fell down was... Oh, wait, no, that just led back to this one. Okay, never mind. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess we keep following the tunnel.
It's the only option we have left, it seems. Notice that music change. I don't like that.
So, after some period of time, the tunnel puts you out in a new map. Let me give a little description of what's happening here. I know that you can basically see the whole map, and you come to a dry. Let me pronounce this word correctly because it's cultural. Oh, it's not here. A cenote? I'm not sure. A big hole, a big pit. You're basically at the bottom. It looks like it was, as a general overview, it was mined when the city of Sensitlan was first established, but this mine looks like it was abandoned centuries ago, leaving, so it's not visible on this map, but imagine there's old scaffolding that can be used to climb approximately 100 feet to the surface, which on this map is going to be in the top right corner. This is not the map that was provided to me, but it's the closest map I had to achieve the effect of emerging from the long tunnel and making your way up to the surface. Amid the scaffolding, you can see impoverished citizens. You're free to move about the cabin.
Oh no, the pores.
Hey, that's my character's line.
Should we put them out of their misery?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. As you emerge from the tunnel, the citizens are surprised to see strangers emerging from the depths, but they don't bother you otherwise. Poor Slayer play.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
oh.
Oh,
And grab.
Reese says this music is cute. Thank you for the compliment. This music is by Ivan Dutch. It's called This Has Nothing to Do with What's Happening to the Party Right Now. It is called Lost in the Desert. Smiling emoji.
Uh-huh.
All right, that particular was it? You said poor. I'm gonna say poor person. I don't feel comfortable saying poor multiple times. That poor person kind of looks at you and looks a little confused, but shrugs and goes about their business of looking sad and impoverished and poor.
A full-time job.
Yeah.
It's like Fallout New Vegas characters will say like, "Don't bother me, I'm busy," and then just lay down on a mattress on the ground.
Oh, is it the Skyrim company that made Fallout? No.
What was that, Lightning?
If it was the Skyrim company that made Fallout, or is that a different like?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Skyrim company is Bethesda. Bethesda bought Fallout after
Oh.
Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics got made. So Bethesda made Fallout 3 and Fallout 4.
Ah, the ones people play. Yeah.
Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, a separate company, made Fallout New Vegas. And I do not remember who made Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, though I believe a good number of their employees went on to work at Obsidian, because I think the original company kind of went under.
See?
But basically, the answer is yeah, pretty much.
Mostly, yeah. All right,
I only know all of this because of like random trivia in a YouTube video that I've watched.
See. Yeah, I bring it up because I heard they're making a space game. It's supposed to come out maybe September or so of this year, which sounds pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
News to me.
Oh, also, now that you're here on this map, you can look at the title for the stream now, which was also the Go Live notification. And for
Jurassic Park in my basement, more likely than you think.
Incredible.
Yeah, okay, I can see why that would be a spoiler.
I really wanted to make it some sort of Jurassic Park joke, but you all hadn't made it down to the lower floor yet, so I was like, all right, I want to make this the title, but y'all can't look. All right, back to business. You all are making your way downtown, to town, up to town. You have not been accosted by anyone yet, so you can keep moving if you would like. Your final destination is the top right corner of the map.
I feel like we were supposed to do something here, but I'm not really guessing what.
Yeah, kill everyone. I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm actually joking, just for the record.
Oh, you said it. All right, guys, roll initiative. What a waste of an initiative.
Oh my
roll.
gosh, I'll give you this anyway because you're just
Super excited to kill.
All right, this next portion of the map, so there, it's going to be a little bit more, less map. It's going to be a little bit more interaction. The map is really there just to set the scene, the mood, and I'll be displaying some player handouts as we go along. So let me get the music running, which is called this. Pay no attention to the name. All right, you should find your characters, I believe, in the middle of the map. Again, you found yourselves in the city. I'll give you a few descriptions, a few handouts. We'll get started. You're not going to really be using your tokens much for this section of the module. All right. Colorful flowers and paper decorations hang between buildings, and delicious scents waft from the food stalls at every street corner. Locals, wearing elaborate masks and costumes, celebrate in the streets. Well-dressed skeletons walk alongside pompous-looking business barons, and mischievous children in devil costumes poke at onlookers with toy tridents. Let me go ahead and give you a handout. Just a moment. Alright, welcome to the Day of the Dead, Los Dias de los Muertos, or in D&D, Night of the Remembered. This is the scene you see before you. You know, the skeletons, man, it's taking so long to load on my other screen. Skeletons, people wearing sombreros. Yep, that's what's happening.
Oh, this looks so sick.
Can someone give me an DC 14 history or religion check?
Now that's a cool fucking skeleton art we wanted from the inn lady.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, they really fucking phoned it in with all.
I could have just, oh man. Wow. I love the skeleton here in the bottom right. On the screen right now, it looks like it's part of the party or trying to get you to do something. Like, hey guys, what y'all up to? Want y'all the fun? We're remembering our relatives.
Yeah, dude, Day of the Dead in a universe in which you can literally animate skeletons. That rules.
Yeah, that shit's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That shit's pretty cool. God damn it.
Okay.
Anyway, a religion check, you said?
Yes, DC 14.
Hey!
Oh.
I don't know shit.
Alright, we have Marlo.
Marlo just remembered he shares the religion of these people.
He's their long-lost leader. Alright. The costumes that people are wearing represent La Katrina, a patron spirit of the city. I'm sorry, I'm now terrified that I pronounced that incorrectly. Let me just check. It does not tell me how to pronounce it. Okay. The costumes also represent Don Roque, a long-dead politician who became the satirical face of the government, and Los Diablitos, comical renditions of fiends from local fables. Okay. How Marlo knows that? Yes, you share their religion. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's also popular in Romulus.
Ah, yes. It will be missed.
There is at least one skeleton here that is distinctly not human. I'm pretty sure that it's a dragonborn skeleton and it's wearing a bow tie.
Nice. Yeah, I see that one. It's pretty cool. All right, so you both have passive perception scores higher than 12, right? Or 12 or higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll actually notice folk on the street pointing at the sky. Like there's maybe, let's just say the people on the right side. They're kind of like looking up and pointing at the sky, like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'll look up at the sky.
Might as well.
You actually don't see anything now that you look up at the sky. And the people there have stopped pointing, and they're kind of murmuring amongst themselves.
Well, what was it? What was up there? Marlo will just ask people.
Oh, they'll say, oh, an owl has been flying over the district during daylight. A strange portent on the night of the remembered.
Well then, as we walk around, I'll keep an eye out for the owl.
Okay.
I think that we hold reports of owls being spotted in connection with cases of the disease.
That sounds like something that would have occurred, yes.
Whilst keeping an eye out for them, yeah. Not sure what else to be doing right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guess we should try and figure out where we are relative to where we were before.
I think, I'll just tell you right now, I think you're like far east from where you started, the first town, because you went east towards the Hollow Mine, you went into the Hollow Mine, and you went south. So you're like maybe southeast from your original location. And this is actually, people will tell you this is the town of San Citlan. This is where people were coming from, like, I think people mentioned coming from a particular town or city. That was this town.
Gotcha.
Well, we could go try and confront the people who tried to trap us in the mine, considering they're probably in cahoots.
Probably. The tiefling was definitely involved. I'm pretty sure, based on what I saw on the wall scrolls, I'm pretty sure that tiefling who was in charge was themselves the one performing the weird rituals at the bottom of the cave.
Yeah, so we should probably... Yeah, we should have a stern talking to them.
Important question then. Do we want to leave immediately, or should we wait until sunrise? We have been told specifically that traveling at night seems to lead to this disease, which I guess is actually corruption tied to this Pazuzu figure.
Right. Well, if they've caved in the place, maybe they're not assuming that we're alive and are going to be storming them immediately. So we might have time to... We can probably wait out the night and enjoy the festivities.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. Everyone is having a joyous time. Makes sense to stick around a little bit longer. Like you've said, they probably think you're dead. You've got some time. Yeah. You know what? We'll play it like this. If you look at this picture, you can ask any of these people anything that you would like. Show them anything that you've got. Ask them about a particular person or rumor or something, and we'll see what happens from there.
Oh, okay.
Like, these all aren't people technically, but as in, I will try my best to try my best to come up with something for him, you know?
Gotcha.
I'll ask the cool-looking, I assume, Tabaxi in the bottom left.
Ah, that guy, yeah.
Just a Khajiit. Just straight up a Khajiit.
Yeah. Let's see. Marlowe will. Let's see. Yeah. Well, first of all, Marlowe will just give him a brief rundown of the wind, and just be like a corruption caused by like necromantic experiments. He'll mention the name Pazuzu in case that's relevant to anyone here. And he'll also show him the half of the silver locket.
Okay. I will actually need you to, as this particular creature you're speaking to looks at you and says, "Wow, you have a lot of eyes. And what's going on with your hand? Are you okay? Do you need to see a doctor?" I'll need a DC 14 persuasion check to, as you asked.
This is my strong suit. Well, I was bound to botch one of these eventually.
Microaggression.
He'll kind of say, "You should see a doctor. I'm sorry. Maybe the doctor can help you with your questions." He'll like tip his hat and disappear into the crowd.
He very visibly looks like he's about to be sex. My turn.
All right.
On the left-hand side, I guess I'll track down the red-scaled dragonborn with the purple horns, I think.
On the left side. Sorry, let me. Oh, that one. Yeah. All right. So you'll come up to that dragonborn. They'll kind of like look at you and nod, like with their chin down, like do that nod, as if they've noticed you want to ask them something.
Hello, sorry to bother you during the festivities. I have a question that I would like to ask you, trying to gather some information for a case that I'm working on.
Oh, it's no bother at all. This is the Knights of Remembered, after all. I mean, so many questions we have to ask our ancestors. So many questions going around. Like, please, tell me, what is on your mind? What is it that you are seeking?
Do you know anything about the legends surrounding Los Gavilanes?
That's a good question. Give me just a moment. Okay. So I'm not gonna do this in character. I see what's going on here now. It was a little confusing for me at first, but the Dragonborn will let you know that Los Galivanes is a district. It's the old town of San Citlan. So it used to be like, you know, the city center and everything, but as the city expanded, it kind of fell to the wayside. It was actually, there's a particular mine there that got mined dry, and that's actually where you all emerged from. So the Dragonborn will add that some people have admitted seeing a strange spotted owl flying in and out of one of the mines in Los Gavilanes, actually.
Okay. Gotcha. One more question.
Yes, of
If you
course.
don't mind. Are you familiar with the name Pazuzu? And if so, could you tell me a little bit about that person?
I'm not sure how much I know myself about Pazuzu, but if there's anyone who knows anything about Pazuzu, old Doña Rosa would know.
Doña Rosa.
Do we know that name?
I actually am not sure, so I cannot legitimately answer your question.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Okay.
Can you actually give me a DC 14 persuasion check for this encounter? Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. All right, the Dragonborn will add, if you want to talk to old Doña Rosa, here are directions to her home. And the Dragonborn will,
Hand me a piece of parchment with a single big red X on it at the next location.
Yeah. I was actually considering saying maybe snaps fingers, and then you see like an arrow floating like at the top middle of your vision, pointing in a particular direction.
Nice. That's a fun one.
Technology is incredible.
Oh, you look up the arrow. It's just one of these ghosts, because the Night of the Remember. One of the ghosts is just holding the arrow.
Incredible. Thank you very much. You've been an excellent help.
Of course, anything for a fellow celebrant. The Dragonborn will put on a hat and then tip it towards you.
Milady. Pip's top hat. Alright, I will attempt to sort out Molo in the crowd.
All right, Marlo, are you lost in the crowd? What you up to?
He's pretty easy to find when he's not trying to be hidden, so you can probably find him pretty easily.
Hello, so I'm looking for my friend Molo. He's pretty easily distinguished. He looks like a horrible abomination. It's a crime against every god ever known.
Oh yeah, he's right over there.
Awesome, thank you. He's easily identifiable by your body's initial reflex of gagging and in an attempt to expel all the contents of your stomach to lighten you up so that you can more easily run away from him.
So the party is reunited, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So go over, grab Molo, and say, "Okay, so when we were in the mine, I got 2 real leads other than the tiefling at the top of the mine. The first being the legend of Los Galvanes. As it turns out, that was actually just the town that ended up that was also called Hollow. It's the place that we were just at with the mines. The other being that if we want more information on this Pazuzu character, then we should seek out a person named Doña Rosa, and a helpful little ghost hovering just barely outside our vision will help lead us over to him."
The ghost waves.
I wave to the ghost.
All right, I guess we should head over there then.
I agree. Sounds like the best course of action right now.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and you all are leaving the majority of the festivities, so I'm going to put this over here. Again, the map is more for flavor, for atmosphere, ambience, more than anything. The directions get you close enough. You'll actually see an old manor house standing on a quiet street. This large manor shows its age, but the building is well cared for and, like the rest of the city, cheerfully decorated for the impending festival. Yeah. Looks like you found the place.
I'll knock on the door.
All right. Actually, as you go to knock on the door will open, revealing... Oh, actually, I don't even know if there's a picture for this person. Let me check. Oh, don't think she has a picture.
Lovely.
That is my bad. Let me go ahead and swap the music out, as I was planning to anyway. Alright, an elderly lady opens the door. And those of you who looked at the locket, so that's at least Marlowe, identify this lady as the woman in the portrait of the locket. Oh, also, do you all have visible weapons on you? I don't believe so, right?
Oh, has a sword.
Is it like at your side, basically?
It's a wooden sword, and yeah, it's probably either on his back or on his hip or whatever.
Okay, what's Sushi got going on?
Suchi just has his magic wand and a dagger. I have never really decided where the dagger would be. So I don't know. Suchi doesn't exactly have a belt. I've just kind of been acting on the kind of joke idea that everything is stored in his hat.
Okay, in that case, I know what to do moving forward. Got it.
Okay.
So, standing opposite the entrance that you're at, actually, you'll see a colorful altar. Its tiers covered with sketched portraits. You also, before you came up to the door, heard sobbing coming from one of the apartments. I will go ahead and show you this altar right now. This is what you see opposite of the entrance door that you're at right now.
Cool.
But the lady will say, "Hello, heard you approaching. Is there something you needed?"
Yeah, we heard you, you might know some things about Pazuzu.
Ah, it sounds like you don't know much at all. Is that correct?
No? Though, I did find this, and he'll hold up the locket.
Oh, where did you find that?
In the nearby mines. There's quite a lot going down there.
She makes a tisk sound with her mouth, and she'll say, "Please, come in, come in. We have much to speak of." And she invites you into her home.
Ooh. We'll enter.
Mm-hmm. So to recap, this large manor is what is known as a vecindad, which is basically the manor that they've converted into affordable housing. So she has just a small apartment that is part of this once manor. Her tiny apartment consists of a living room that you're in right now. And you can see that there's a door leading to what you imagine is the bedroom. The living room that you're in, there's simple couches for you all to sit on if you would like. She'll go ahead and sit in a single chair. Looks comfortable. And as you look around, you'll see that in the corner of the living room, there's an ofrenda, which is kind of like, it is one of these... if you look at the altar in the picture, it is an altar with ofrendas, which I believe might be like one of these portraits with the offerings and like a candle. So there's think of a smaller version of this altar in a corner with a portrait of a stern looking man on top. But she'll sit down and invite you both to have a seat. Or sorry, you three to have a seat.
I'll sit down on one of the couches.
Okay.
Suchi will as well.
All right. So, you're looking for information about Pazuzu. May I ask why you're interested in Pazuzu? And then, of course, also what you were up to in the mines. I mean this honestly. Just like to know.
Marlo will produce the papers and hand them over, and then basically just give her a rundown of how we heard about the red wind that's been plaguing people, and we got rumors of ghouls and ghasts. So we went to investigate and found all that research.
Oh wait, you handed her a paper. Which paper did you hand her?
I would have handed her the lady's notes.
Okay, let me take a look.
And then I think Suchi also had some papers or whatever. No? Oh, okay.
I didn't have papers. I found scrawlings on a wall.
Right.
Okay. Well, she'll... Actually, can you give me a persuasion check? You know, make sure she can trust you.
Who?
Primarily, I'm looking for one from Marlowe, but if Suchi would like to make one to kind of assist, that is also possible.
And what was that check again? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Persuade.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's persuade this old lady to...
Crushing it.
Alright, she'll say, I have concerns that you may have harmed my son and obtained my locket from him, or his half of our locket. Is my son safe?
I don't know who your son is, unfortunately. I can say that we did not... Where did we find the locket again? We found it in the room with the 2 dinosaurs, right?
The locket was actually before that in a desk in the room you all rested in.
Yeah,
Right before the dinosaurs. It was in one of the drawers.
We did not harm anyone to find this locket. So we will... Surely you know of the disease that's been plaguing the area, yes? We will investigating Hollow Mine as some of the information that we've gathered pointed to that being somehow tied to it. Much of the way down that mine, we found that half of a locket in a desk drawer. Unfortunately, we do not know who your son is, so we can say that we have not caused him any harm.
Oh, can I get a persuasion check from Suchi then for this?
Yes.
Alright, this 18 is much better.
Yep.
She'll say, yes, well, you seem to be telling the truth. My son is named Serapio, that's Serapio. He's my son, and not the monster that people have been saying that he is. You speak of illness. I actually thought that he had come down with an illness, but then he revealed something big to me earlier that day. Today? Earlier on, it says earlier that day. I'm not sure if that means today or yesterday, and fled. She'll continue. This ofrenda is really pretty, actually. Yeah, this is I like. It's like solemn candles. I love candles and little flowers and stuff. Sorry, there's a lot that she's about to reveal. So she'll say. So Serapio's father, Orencio, was a sorcerer who consorted with demons, and one of them, I believe, was the Pazuzu that you all are inquiring about. But he died a long time ago. He was executed, actually, years ago after I exposed his deeds. It did hurt me to do that because, you know, I loved him, but he was committing acts of evil. I think that Orencio, or the cults that he served serving Pazuzu, is responsible for what's been happening to my son, or his affliction. She'll continue. I actually never told my son's... She never told her son, she'll say, Serapio, about his biological father, Orencio. Years ago, I lived among the Citadel elite, but after the execution of his father, my husband, I fled the city to escape the other followers of his cult. Starting a new life, I married a man named Evaristo, who helped raise my son Serapio. Evaristo died 3 months ago from a sudden illness. I believe, actually, that he was the very first victim of the illness that people have been calling Sereno. Soon after Evaristo, his stepfather died of Sereno, Serapio himself, my son, showed signs of his own strange affliction. I decided to return here to Sansitlan to confront my past. I believe that the cult that my ex-husband Orencio was involved with is somehow responsible, but I found no evidence of this thus far. I implore you all, please spare my son and bring Serapio back to me. I promise to look after him until I can find him help, but I have no idea where he's gone. You've obtained his locket, so perhaps... But you didn't see him there, I believe, right?
Not to our knowledge. What does he look like?
She'll describe him. Let me, there is actually a picture here that I can show you. So, named NPCs. She conveniently has a picture that I will hand you all right now.
That's Serapio?
This is Serapio.
Dude rules.
Are you just saying that because
Nice.
he's holding a chicken?
Partially, yes, but also just that's a cool design.
I do like the
I like
design,
it.
yes. So she'll show you a picture.
He does not look familiar. I do not believe that we've seen him.
Mhm. Yeah.
Have we seen him?
You have not seen him, but he does. Oh wait, no. Yeah, you have not seen him before, to my knowledge. He doesn't look like the man in the. So again, in the corner of the living room, there's another just like this altar here. There's an ofrenda with a portrait of a stern-looking man on top. It doesn't look like that man, but throughout the course of the story, I think while Doña Rosa is talking about her second husband, Serapio's stepfather, Evaristo, she'll kind of go over to the ofrenda in the corner, and you can tell that the portrait is of his late stepfather who passed away 3 months ago, the first victim of Sereno. That's him, right? That's his picture. But you have not seen Serapio before until now.
Gotcha. No, we have not seen Serapio anywhere. So I will say one other thing that we saw in the cave. I found something in there talking about an envoy of Pazuzu. And the information suggested that this envoy is not necessarily a willing actor and seems to be getting getting corrupted by Pazuzu in some way. It also alluded somehow to that envoy being someone's son. I wonder then if the affliction that Serapio is going through is that corruption, if he has been made this unwilling envoy of Pazuzu. If his father was in some way tied to Pazuzu, it seems like that might be the case.
She nods solemnly. I'm not sure exactly myself, but I believe this is the correct time to reveal this. It says here specifically, she had thought Serapio was ill, but he confessed his secret earlier that day and fled. And I think I'm looking back, and I believe I am figuring out what the secret is. And she'll, again, nod solemnly and continue. It seems likely that what you found may, in fact, refer to my son. Again, his father, Sorcerer Orencio, he must have been doing something shady with Pazuzu, and perhaps it is the reason why he transforms into a I have to pronounce this correctly. Lakatikolo. Lakatikolo. I'm gonna go ahead and type this in actually. I thought he was just ill with Sereno or perhaps a cold, but it seems that he transforms into this creature that everyone is calling a monster. Looks like an owl.
Yeah, I've heard remarks that there have been an owl floating above the town tonight.
My son did confess to being inadvertently responsible for the Sereno affliction that has been going around. Look, I know that he may look scary or may be doing things that I know that he wouldn't do, but he confessed that to me earlier today and I haven't seen him since.
Well, when we do find him, we'll try and find a solution to everything that doesn't involve hurting him.
Do you know any other places where he do you know any place where he might go if he was looking to stay away from other people or looking to hide in some way?
I can't think of any place specifically, but I know that he's got this boss, this employer of his, got the horns, the colored skin. I don't.
Yes, we've met him.
Yeah, I don't like him. His friendliness rings false to me. He acts like he's friendly, but would not hesitate to backstab you, I'd imagine.
We're pretty sure he attempted to cave us in. So we were going to have some words with him anyway.
Well, give him something from me. And she makes a punch, like an uppercut gesture with her fist.
That I can do.
Yeah, his one weakness, uppercuts. Every other attack only deals half damage.
Interesting.
Okay. But yes, she says, please spare my son Serapio, bring him to me. She promises to look after him until she can find him help, until you can perhaps solve the situation. But I believe she's divulged as much information that I have for you, at least on this page.
To be clear, this boss that she's vague posting about, it is the tiefling in question,
that
right?
is correct, yeah.
It's it's got the horns and colored skin. It's just like, okay, is this actually the tiefling, or are we just about to racial profile a guy?
Yeah, she'll specifically name Itzman.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're going back to that mine tomorrow anyway to go try to confront that guy. I guess now we have multiple things to confront him about.
Yeah.
As you all are discussing this, you'll actually see that there are other residents of this vecindad, other people live in this manor, pausing to decorate or say short prayers at the communal altar outside of Doña Rosa's door. The big altar from before, which I'll pull up. Doña Rosa will actually kind of look out there at them and she'll say, oh, actually, I think, because, windows and stuff, since they see you all, she'll point out that they're beckoning you to join them.
Oh. Well then, Marla will join it.
Might as well.
Right.
Suchi and Squeak will also follow suit.
Okay. The locals here invite you to help them provide offerings for the dead. This shared altar has enough space for additional small ofrendas to be added on, if you all would be interested in partaking.
So just like small tributes.
Well, they smile politely and they'll actually walk you through the process. They'll detail the steps, and these steps are: first, the altar must be decorated properly with candles and yellow marigolds that they have right here on hand. They have like little baskets filled with marigolds and candles. It's customary to have a portrait of a particular deceased person on the ofrenda, but it's not a requirement. And lastly, offerings are provided, which can include any kind of food and drink that the deceased enjoyed in life, or small curios.
All right. Marlowe will, after decorating with the candles and the marigolds, he will quickly sketch up using his mimic as a pen, which we've established that he can do apparently. He will quickly sketch up a portrait of Kirkadroy Jafrim
Mm-hmm.
and set that. And we'll then adorn it with, let's say, one of the gems he had from the elevator, and the owl's wing ring.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, thank you for that from Marlo. And then Sushi and Squeak. Again, they have got the baskets ready with candles and marigolds. What would you like to do?
Suchi looks around a little awkward and says, there's no one in my past that I'm mourning. I don't really have anyone to make an altar for.
They smile and nod and say that's okay. Perhaps you can assist one of the individuals there, constructing their own ofrenda. You'll see this short elderly man who kind of like comes over, has a portrait ready to go actually, but looks like he isn't the best at using his hands. Could use assistance setting up his ofrenda.
Absolutely. Suchi and Squeak will happily assist this old man help with it, with his ofrenda.
Right. So yeah, you'll set up the yellow marigolds and the candles, help him put the portrait up. Would you happen to... It's okay if you don't. Would you happen to have any small curios on you that you could adorn the ofrenda with?
Yes. 1 sec. Well, I have some formal jewelry that I could leave.
Is that the description, formal jewelry?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that would work fine.
Yeah, the full description that I have is overalls with 13 rings, plain rings, wedding rings, and formal jewelry sized for both men and women.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, I think formal jewelry will be an excellent addition, as this man is remembering his late wife, and she loved to wear jewelry, so it's actually it aligns pretty well.
Nice. Well, then I will adorn the altar with some formal jewelry as an offering for his wife.
Nice. All right. He and also all the other locals greatly appreciate your efforts And as they all clasp their hands together, or like their hands not with each other, but like together as in like in prayer, in remembrance, you feel warm glows between at least Marlo and Suchi, like within your chest. You have been provided with guidance, granting you insight via a charm called the Guidance of the Remembered. What this rechargeable charm does is you can cast Speak with Dead during a long rest to contact... Wow. I see what's going on here now. Sorry. All right, I'm going to read you the full paragraph. I'm not going to change anything. This is what the full paragraph says. A deceased ancestor or loved one provides you with guidance, granting you insight via a charm, a type of supernatural gift detailed in the Dungeon Master's Guide. You can cast Speak with Dead during a long rest to contact the spirit of a friend or family member without that spirit's corpse. The spirit's answers to your questions manifest as whispers, only you can hear. The charm does not function if the spirit you try to contact is undead or was the target of Speak with Dead within the last 10 days. It technically says once you use this charm, it vanishes from you. So a few things. I think it's supposed to be with the person you set the ofrenda for. So for like Marlo, I mean, like based on what I'm reading this year, I feel like Marlo, it would be Kirk, and then I guess for Suchi, it would be this guy's dead wife. Like I feel like.
It
Oh,
says,
yeah.
It says a friend or family member, so I assume, and it says they can't have been targeted with it in the past 10 days. So I would assume the intent is you can pick anyone from your past.
Yeah, it says the spirit of a friend. So it sounds like they have to be dead?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Speak with Dead
Right.
generally means.
Well, I am sorry that
I like-
if Suchi
Personally,
doesn't...
I like the idea. I personally like the idea of like Suchi casting Speak with Dead, and this guy's dead wife walks up, and she's just like, "Oh, you're that nice young man.
Oh,
that
that's so
left
cute.
That very lovely necklace."
Yeah. Aw. Oh, that's adorable. It's much more wholesome than what I was thinking.
Ma'am, do you know Pazuzu's weakness?
It's like, do I? Why? His weakness is uppercuts.
A good solid blow to the chin, my sonny.
In fact, if you dig at this spot, you'll find the gun that can be used to slay.
It has a special bullet made out of metal.
There is a one-use rocket launcher hidden somewhere in this module.
It hits the same radius as the spell Fireball, but deals a new type of damage.
Good times.
Well, I will add that charm to my list
Yes.
of abilities.
Guidance
Are you keeping
of the
that
remembered.
as
Mhm.
Are you keeping that as a one-time thing, or
I'll leave it to you both, because I know that normally we convert one-time use things to multiple use things, and I guess it's up to you if you want to like have a woman's spirit like rest after, or like it would be amusing to have her continually provide guidance like every 10 days, because yeah 10 days.
I do like the 10 days being like a built-in cooldown. So like, if we can think of other friends or companions, we can talk to them. But otherwise,
Ooh, I know what to do. Introduce new friends and companions for y'all. Have them die. Yeah,
right? yeah.
perfect. We did it. All right, but yes, guidance of the remembered. You successfully completed this cute little encounter. The locals have finished and they're beginning to disperse. And it's at this point I have a quick question for you both. How y'all feeling?
Feeling all right.
feeling a little hungry?
Likewise.
Okay, then let's see. There's a brief little encounter after this. We can either wrap it up here on this solemn note, or we can have the brief encounter. Up to you all. Oh, like
I'm
brief
down for a
encounter.
brief encounter.
It's not like 5 minutes. All right, it might be like 15, 20.
Okay.
I'm down for a brief encounter and want to call it after that.
Works for me. All right.
I do have a couple questions.
Yes.
Did she take the locket, or do I still have it?
Oh, she did not take it from you. She'll actually, if you showed her, right? Or did you
Okay.
not show her?
And I did show it to her.
Oh, okay. She'll probably say it could prove useful.
I figured.
With her son.
And for the guidance of remembrance, is it you can't have contacted them in the last 10 days or D10 days?
It's it does not function if the spirit you try to contact is undead or was the target of Speak with Dead within the last 10 days. So if I wanted to be a dick, I'd be like, oh, someone else used Speak with Dead on them yesterday. Actually, kind of sucks, huh? Oh, I'll post the description. I think you made it, actually.
Would you mind just posting the description in the Discord chat?
Yes, I'll do it in Discord. Good point.
Fine. Thank you.
Of course.
Name, guidance is remembered. Source, other. Source type, offender to this guy's dead wife.
All right. Guidance of the remembered.
It's like that one Reddit. You could choose to have sex with anyone with any person from history. Who do you choose? I choose my long dead wife. God rest her soul. I also choose that guy's dead wife.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I said, "Wow, your interpretation was way more wholesome than what I was expecting out of it." There's a character in Fire Emblem Engage for Nintendo Switch that you can recruit. It's an old man, and all he talked about was wanting to be with his late wife, and it was kind of annoying recruiting him and keeping him alive. So I was like, you know what, buddy? I'll make this easy for you. You want to see your dead wife? Here we go. And then I blasted him. But then I felt bad because I saw other people play Engage, and they kept him alive. Not only did the old Pope guy over here, like, he was pretty good at combat and like blasting people, but what was it? Oh, there's like a cute little interaction with him at the end, like with a different character that I didn't get because, you know, I had him die. So it's too bad. But that's what I think of.
Nice.
All right. Right. Your next encounter is coming up quite soon. Again, it's going to be on a map that's a little bit, you'll see how it works. So as you are here, everyone is dispersing, you actually spot your good friend Itzman, the tiefling, approaching, and he notices you, and he turns around and he starts to bail.
Horrible.
Wait, dude.
Who starts to bail, you said?
Itzman, the tiefling, is there. So you speak of the devil. Well, speak of the devil, he's right there.
That's derogatory.
That's my bad.
Microaggressions all abound.
But yeah, we'll chase him.
All right. It's chase time.
Immediate question.
Yes, of course.
How far away is he from us?
He is 120 feet away from you. I'm taking you all to the next map right now.
120 feet, you say?
Yes. Wait.
I would like to cast Slow, a spell that has a range of 120 feet.
Nice. All right. I will need you all to roll initiative, actually. So let me pop this counter open.
Fine.
I'm sorry. It's the rules of the chase.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry, I've not. Ah, there it is. Sorry, I did not have myself selected for that. I got an initiative of 13, but I'll need you to add me to the Tom.
Of course, of course. You said 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, this song's intense. Do you see? Oh, that's weird. I could have sworn I saw you here, but I guess that might have been from a different map. Wow, that song was intense. Alright, let me roll his initiative real quick and then we'll get started.
Are we fighting a Dark Souls boss? Jeez.
He's all less than 13, I beg of you.
Hydrate for combat. All right, let me. Reese has redeemed hydrate thirsty people. I'm gonna drink real quick.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, I like listened through some of this song. I'm like, okay, cool, this seems appropriate. And then I'm hearing all this like chanting. I'm like, oh my. All right, we're gonna see live this initiative for this particular division. 11. All right. So you're 120 feet away. But go ahead and let me make sure the measurements are correct. Yes. So Squeak can be. I'm gonna move Squeak up a little bit. So here's how this is gonna work. I mean, the slow might just fuck him over, but just in case it doesn't, you can use the dash action up to a number of times equal to 3 plus your Constitution modifier. Once you hit that, any additional dash actions you choose to execute, and if we get that far, requires you to succeed on a DC 10 Constitution check at the end of your turn or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Marlo, you're up.
All right. Well,
Chase mechanics, damn.
that's fine. Yeah, I always forget about the chase mechanic. All right, I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash, that's his action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash, that's his bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll be the end of his turn. He has dashed twice, and I believe he can dash a total of 5 times before he starts having problems.
Okay.
Christ, you can dash as your action and a bonus action?
That is how it works.
What the fuck? That's messed up. Well, okay. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, I'm going to cast slow. If you want, I can cast it again.
Oh, it's okay. I've got the description up here. I'm going to go ahead and make him do the wisdom saving throw. Looks like your spell save DC is 15, correct?
Yep.
5. With that
Sick.
failure, he is slowed. His speed is halved. -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws. Can't use reactions. Can use either an action or bonus action, not both. Can't make more than 1 melee range attack during its turn. Oh, the spell. Oh. Well, he's fucked.
That's the dream. Oh, I'm so glad I prepared that.
I'm glad you prepared it too.
And as a bonus action, Squeak is gonna go 6 paces forward.
Trying to make it visible because the head's all right. He is up. Oh my gosh. All right, let me see. Speed is dropped to, it's halved, so his speed goes to 15. He is gonna go 5 to. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about something. At the end of Suchi's turn, I need you to roll me a D10 for what is called a parade chase complication. A 3. Centaur acrobats are performing in your path. I need Suchi to succeed on a DC 15 acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or be trampled to death.
Okay. Acrobatics, you said?
Yes. DC 15.
Easy.
Ooh. On a success, they actually lift you from the waist and speed you forward 30 feet. Well, feel free to move up 30 feet.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Love being manhandled.
Next up is Itzman. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. Take the dash action. 5, 10, 15. At the end of his turn, he is going to roll a D10. A 3. He's going to need to succeed on a DC 15 acrobatics check as either the Centaur acrobats from before or another set of Centaur acrobats are here. He fails, and he falls prone as per the rules of this particular encounter. Marlo, you are up. You are within range of this poor man who has been slowed and is prone because
I
20,
I
25,
feel I
30.
should say that he does get to make a save at the end of his turn for slow.
Oh. Okay, is it another wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, it's the same save.
With that nat 1, he is going to be slow forever at this point.
So, with just my bonus action, I am able to dash and catch up to this guy.
Okay.
Do I have to use an action to do anything or grapple him, or do I just win now that I've caught up to him and he's prone?
I'll take a roll.
Okay.
Honestly, this page
strong.
isn't very like descriptive, but
I just want to make sure I have something. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just try and... You know, I'll try and pin him to the ground, like by his clothes, with my sword.
all right. Roll to hit. I'll go ahead and take his natural AC. You can roll at advantage. And also, Reese, thank you for the lurk. We'll see if they die. Unlikely. All right, the 20 is enough. Roll the damage. I want to see how deep it's getting pinned to the ground. Nice. Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and declare him grappled. And I'm going to declare you all victorious. Woo-hoo. Wow. Congratulations, y'all killed that. Y'all like absolutely wrecked that. I'm really happy with how that turned out, actually. Not only did he roll lower initiative, he failed the wisdoms. Oh my gosh, it all just played out so perfectly.
Dude had a 120-foot head start and made it 30 feet before we...
That is somehow still not the funniest way that I've ended a chase scene in D&D.
Uh-huh.
I once got into a chase while I was playing as a cleric. No, I was playing as a warlock who had the command spell. And the way command works is just you shout, you give a single word command to the target of the spell. They make a save, and if they fail, they have to follow that command to the best of their ability. But you only get the one word. So I was chasing after a guy. He was running away. I cast command on him. He failed the save, and I shouted halt, and the DM rolled it as basically just him getting clotheslined on nothing, and he just fell over backwards, ending the chase immediately.
Oh yeah, and Marlo will go, all right, I forgot his weakness, and we'll just uppercut the dude in the chin with his lobster claw.
All right. Do you have inspiration?
I do not.
All right. Well, that grants you a bit of inspiration as you succeed on fulfilling this old lady's wishes to really show him what's for being shitty to her son. He looks all up at you with the... Have you all seen that meme of the, like, someone has, like, fallen on the ground and spilled all their chicken nuggets and is looking up, like, all pitifully?
Yes.
So that's what Itzman looks like right now.
I have not seen that.
All right, I'll send that to you in just a bit. It is hilarious, and that's exactly what it looks like.
Amazing.
Yes, you all can interrogate him, kill him, uppercut him again later, but for now, we'll call it there.
Excellent.
All right, I really enjoyed the session, y'all. Like,
That was a very fun session.
you got your
Great to be
revenge.
back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
How the hell do you spell interrogate? I got it. Of course, it's a fucking Pepe the Frog meme.
Yeah. All right. Well, join us next time on So on Wednesday, we'll be doing, I believe, Dungeon of the Sad Sage. But next Friday, around the usual time, 10:30, I hope to do more Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. We'll be doing episode 9. We're going to interrogate this guy, see what's up. Make him cry some more, maybe. I don't know.
Yay. I love making men cry.
Me too. All right. Anything else from you all before I take us to our other screen? And then we're probably going to be, I'll tell you all right now, we're going to ran into Kamkatsu. He is doing D&D character commissions right now. He's a wonderful artist. I actually just bought Paper Mario stickers from him.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll send you all pictures later too, actually. Yeah, anything else from y'all?
No, I think I'm good. Thanks for joining, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you good? Is everyone good for Wednesday?
Hell yeah.
I'm good for Wednesday, yeah.
Cool. Well then, everyone come on back next Wednesday for my campaign, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, or Sad Sage, as Lightning likes to call it on here. Look forward to seeing everybody. It's good to be back in the swing of things for Radiant Citadel.
For sure.
I missed these characters.
I missed them too.
Me too.
All right, and off we go. I'm going to go ahead and these will be our raid commands for the raid. We've got roll for initiative for those of us who are not subscribed to me, and sub raid D&D is the command activated. For this one, it will make sense once we raid over. I hope. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Don't do this last one. Ignore what I said for this last one. All right, we'll use this first one. Catch you all next time. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.